your Arcadia, nobody your Sky Glaze. Definitely a lot of bigger places that I feel like could definitely be some great loot here, but it looks like they're ready to gun it. They're running and gunning it. They want to fight.
Yeah, off to a start here with WBG Spider, though. He's a little on the rough side. There we go. He's going to find some armor for himself with a dual Hallies here as he goes ahead and starts to loot up Verse and Ace nearby here for JL, and Spider just keeping things moving. Nobody taking the early fight here as we pop over to OUG's mic, and things are going to be starting off here. Him and Fong in the zone already, trading blows quite interestingly enough. There we go. We're going to see Mike coming in with the nunchucks. Going to find the opening into the uppercut combo here. Going to go for the charged R&B. Will land it, but Fong going to return the favor there with those fist blades. Those fist blades, of course, being the extremely favored weapon here in solos right now. Fong trying to get back into the zone. Mike needs to follow it up. He's still got plenty of armor, but not a lot of health. He's going to take the opportunity to go ahead and pop the pot here. He's going to have a huge advantage. Fong, though, we're going to see the poison trap gets flashed here. Mike going to be forced to back off and pop yet another pot here. Both of them low on resources. Fong with no healing pots here needs to move away. He can't possibly take this fight into Mike at such a huge advantage. As we move over to Fun Plus Phoenix's verse, absolutely going ham on WVG Spider here with these fist blades as he gets a full downhill combo onto Spider there. Now with the weapon swap there into the musket, doing a ton of damage. Spider trying to break away on Akka's here. Verse going to catch him out yet again. Goes for the F. Verse going to step away from it. Spider finds the armor swap into the white armor, just trying to break away, but Verse not going to give him much opportunity to. The re-grapple onto Spider is going to stop him in his tracks. There we go. The scale rush there coming in absolutely huge with the re-juggle, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Fun Plus Phoenix picks up his first elimination onto WBG Spider.
Yo, Verse getting really aggressive there on the Spider, never really giving him that opportunity to really get away as he slowly closes in and really collects on all of those combos here, creating for a successful finish here. As we're going to look at Wolfong trying to get some action here. Nice dodging coming through here as he's going to get the double. Oh, gets so close to getting that finish here, but sadly wasn't able to here, as he's going to try to see if he can get some pistol shots here to maybe connect onto him here. But GG Shaw getting closer and closer, is able to pop at least a little bit of a heal here, and it looks like it's nunchucks on both sides here. Wolfong, beautiful hit towards that to get a really beautiful finish here, and both of them just holding strongly here. Both of them hitting the slow motion here as he's going to teleport straight towards him. Oh, beautiful parry, gets the block. The pistol is able to get the finish here. But it's not over yet as Verse decides he wants to get in on some action here. These combos are absolutely insane coming in from Verse here. Verse not letting him Wolfong breathe at all here as he waits for the combo to really push in here. And it looks like, oh, he's going to get caught on the statue here, sadly. He waits for the strike rush. Almost is able to connect onto it. Gets the finish. Verse catches two. Verse is feeling it. I don't know exactly what's going on, but there definitely was some conversations happening before this man started here, and there's definitely some confidence coming through as we look back into the cave here at the bottom section here from where we were talking about earlier here at the Ascensions Forum. Meanwhile, Yuan finding this out with T225 currently within the chase here. T2 trying to see if he can get something nice scale rush here to be able to catch a quick stun and is able to at least get out of harm's way here for a split second. Meanwhile, does get chased by two different players. Is able to pop a little bit of a shield here for his purple. Ends up getting parried, not looking good as he does end up getting grappled. He's going to move and maneuver as fast as possible to get away here. Really good movement coming in from T225, never really giving them too much of a moment here as he pops in from the air bubble. Is able to get at least a little bit of some air here. And oh, he catches Yuan mid-air and is able to get away in such a decent amount of time here. But Yuan still on that pursuit. He's still closing in the gap little by little here. Each time they grapple, it gets him just a little bit closer, and T225 is just trying to get a little bit further away, knowing that Arano is right there for the third party. He wants to try to see if maybe he can get a quick finish off of this as well here, as he tries to see if he can connect for a bow, but sadly misses out on it. It looks like he's going to try to see if he can close in this gap little by little here. But T225, oh, just has a little bit more, but he ends up grappling a little too late here, but he still is able to successfully get away. Yuan trying so hard. It looks like eventually he's going to have to not, get him, obviously. I mean, they're just going to keep going at this point.
We're going to pop on over now to S1's Paste here, trying to come in on the Liam onto DRG's Fong here in that ultimate there on the Akos, just trying to slip away, trying to use all the movement. Paste, though, not going to let it go. He's coming in. There we go with the ult into the jungle there, off of the ult immediately. Now Fong in a bad spot here with the zone ticking down onto him. Yet again with the ult, he's going to pop back in, able to come back into the ult. The V2 going to connect here. The heal going to do absolute wonders here for Fong, but Fong forced to break away as that anti-heal coming from the zone going to start ticking very soon. Paste is going to trade pot for pot here if he can. He's not going to be able to get it off in time. Fong using the movement from the ult to come back in. Will catch the V2 again, and this is going to put Paste way behind as Fong gets yet another heal there from the Aqua Soul. He's able to connect onto both. Paste in the back foot here. Those gold focuses coming in from the leaf, putting in work for Fong. Paste needs to find a way in. It doesn't look like he's going to. Fong trying to keep it together, but Paste, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, will go down to the zone ticket. DRG's Fong going to pick up his first elimination here in game number 1 as we cut back over to OUG's Mike, taking a peaceful little nap here in a coffin, just chilling it out right now.
Hey, Mike, you know you got a game, right? You know we're playing a game, right?
He's sitting right here. He's waiting for that Yang to come through. He wants to be number 1. He's going to get that Yang ticket for himself. And he says, look, nobody else is here. I'm going to keep it peaceful. I'm going to take me a little nap. We gonna be Gucci when we go in and take this Realm of Yang fight. Whereas you look at this other Realm of Yang, and it's absolutely popping off over here as everybody's trying to fight over the ticket there. We're going to cut here to WBG Spider with the bounty on his head. He desperately wants to take this Realm of Yang so he can get that bounty timer to tick down even further. JL's Ace here just taking some bow shots, still holding on to that ticket, but Spider decides it's better to just go ahead and move away. Too many players here, too many people just looking to gun for that. So Spider's going to take the time to come loot up, find some resources that he needs as we move over to ASE Zhang Yuan. Also, sitting uncontended here on the Realm of Yang, more than happy to head on in. Fun plus Phoenix's verse in the same situation back here where Spider was earlier. GG Shaw, WBG Spider, now fighting it out over one of these Realms of Yang. Shaw coming in there with the dual blades, getting some hits there onto Spider. Spider trying to make something work, forced to invest the F there, but still not able to find a good intro to the fight. There we go. As soon as he finds that R&B, though, we're going to see Shaw go ahead and pop that F. He's going to pop that ult as well because he knows he's got the ticket to head on in there to the Realm of Yang. He's going to get that ult back very soon. Spider realizes that's what's going to happen and just goes ahead and backs away. And we're going to head on over. It's going to be OUG's Mike versus JL's AS.
I think the one thing that I find funny about that whole situation of Mike chilling is the fact that, Mike was one of those people where, when we first started this, he was struggling to even get chose or to even pick up the thing to get into the Realm of Yang. And now it's funny to see the other side where he's able to just go, and just rest and relax, like while he's waiting for it here. It just goes to show you, Mike is a little bit of a troll, and we love that, as Mike is absolutely going absolutely insane here with the amount of swings that he's doing inside of this Realm of Yang here, absolutely putting in an amazing amount of effort here. Oh, and catches him mid-air, the confidence heading straight towards him here, as he's not going to give him too much of an opportunity here. Slowly closing in the finish here towards it. Oh, Mike is dangerously low as well. He has to be just a little bit more careful here. Not looking good, as he does end up getting swiped here, as AIS is going to close in that gap little by little, but that shield is keeping him alive just a little while longer here. Meanwhile, let's see if he's able to rotate this and maybe run it back here. As I said, a little too soon. Good luck. He tried. Good GG's. Unfortunate here, as now the timer's on Mike. The timer's going to be on one of these players here. T225 is going to be able to catch him on the drawstring here. Beautiful hit towards this with the nunchucks. Pops open the ulti here. Gets him inside of the Sandstorm here. Waits for the next sets of movement here, but it looks like both of them are going to use this opportunity to go for their reshield and the reheals as well here. Go for a quick reset. They got a minute left on the clock, so they got plenty of time for them to both be able to go back for the reset. Oh, nice slam towards this as Yuan is going to keep that same aggression right towards T225. T225, beautiful movement here. Love the movement, the moves, trying to dodge every piece of hit that comes through his way. Oh, but he's going to be able to pull him in just a little bit closer with that amazing execution coming through here, as now the time strike, beautiful block, and is able to push him a little bit back here. T225 trying to see if he can close in this finish here. Maybe waiting for it here. Oh, nice hits coming through from the cannon. Waiting for the blue focus on each side here. He's able to connect on the first one. Oh, he connects on the second. Can he finish it off here towards this final circle? 28 seconds left on the clock here. All he needs is one swipe. Don't tell me Yuan is actually going to lose out. And he does. The turnaround comes through, and T225 clutches it with 1 HP left.
Oh my God, that was absolutely insane. Misses the wisp, goes up, looks for the scale rush, knows that he's got to get that full combo off if he has any shot of coming out on top, and he's able to pull it off there in the end. Temmie comes out on top yet again as we look over at T225 here, able to secure himself a legendary longsword here. Going to be interesting to see how things work out from there as we go over to Mike here. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left remaining on the Yang depletion. He's got to find a way to either pick himself up a soul bloom or find an elimination very very quickly. As we cut over here, Verse going to pick himself up a bounty. Looks like that bounty is going to go on to Spider. That looks like the second time WBG Spider is going to be bountied in this game. Spider struggling to find his feet here in game number 1. Verse going to go ahead and give a little bit of a chase here. Decides to drop down below. Look for him. There we go. We're going to see Shaw trading blows there, as well as Spider showing up as well, taking a ton of damage here. Shaw's going to pop the ult, trying to back away, make something happen. AS from JL going to go ahead and go airborne here on Hadi with that V2, looking to cook things up here on the GG. Shaw, the cannon shots also going to be invested from down below. Shaw just getting absolutely targeted out here. WBG Spider trying to come in as well. AS looking for one good hit here to seal the deal. There it is. AS picks up the elimination on to GG Shaw. Shaw still in the game though. He's got that Vermilion Bird's Might. Now it's going to be JL's AS who actually takes it for that, but he does not care. He also has Vermilions. He's going to be coming back in, and he secured the elimination he needed to there. But now OUG's Mike coming in with the dual blades there. Absolutely going to start to cook. Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse going to be turned on by every player in the lobby as he goes extremely low. Finds the armor swap. He's got 1 minute and 10 seconds to find himself an elimination. Going to be forced to use the teleport just to break away there. Spider going to lock on. Fong also coming airborne here. Mike in the ult looking for anything. He's got a minute and 22 seconds left remaining on that Yang depletion. He's on Verse. He needs to make it happen here. Verse gonna go down. Mike picks up the elimination, but can he get the soul bloom? He does get the bloom, ladies and gentlemen. Mike's back in it. The problem is he's got no ult now, and the rest of the lobby looks to turn on him.
Let's see if that ends up being turned on him. Currently here in this situation, it's not looking good for Mike here, as Mike absolutely gets bullied towards this. He ends up getting scoured, scattered, and finished here with a nice kick to the face by GG Shaw here. He's able to capture that with the push, as Spider is going to be able to separate himself out of this hecticness with all of this stuff going on here. And when I tell you, some of these dodges, honestly, has been really good for some of these play styles. I mean, they've really done a good job when it comes to really not getting caught up in some real bad situations. I mean, unlike some other ones, though, it's entirely different, though, which is really unfortunate, but they really have done a phenomenal job here. As Arano, I mean, is not really in the best position here, as he ends up getting absolutely scoured and finished towards this section here. As now Arano is caught in a bad place, as now Pace is going to continue the chase here, but Pace has to be careful here, knowing that he's also dangerously low within this section as well. Oh, and T225 ends up stealing the elimination away, as Pace is going to be able to capture the shield. Now he's going to scour away, but T225 captures a freebie.
Yeah, T225 absolutely cooking this game. 4 eliminations to his name. Unfortunately, Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse, who was at 3, absolutely having a good game, gets eliminated there in the middle of that. That Yang depletion going to do him in. KLA's T225 here, like I said, though, 4 eliminations leading the pack. The only player even remotely close is going to be JL's AS with 2 eliminations. T225 pops the ultimate here. ASE's Yang Yuan on the ult as well, trying to give chase here. T225 playing this out really well, just wants to avoid everything that's happening here. Goes for the Wisp there. The ult going to be invested there. TE Star also giving chase to T225. They know T225's a little vulnerable here because he doesn't have the ult. Jean Yuan, though, forced to turn things on to TE Star. Jean Yuan with 35 seconds. He cannot be picky about what target he's on. He's already in the ultimate as well. TE Star, though, going to pop that ultimate now and start to give chase here to Jean Yuan. I don't think there's much Jean Yuan can do here. He does have the F available, but Star going to come in. He gets the parry, but Star comes in from behind to pick up the elimination. Oh, no. Jean Yuan's going to be heading back to the lobby here as KLA's T225 comes in trying to lock something down. He's not going to be able to pick up the elimination, so he's just going to slip away from the fight as we cut over. S1's Pace going to be going head-to-head against S1's Pace going to be going head-to-head here with X1 as we see Wu Fang on the purple fan. We're going to see Pace on that purple staff as they both go skywards. Pace looking for the scale rush. He's going to cancel when he hears the pistol shots coming down. He's just looking for a way to initiate this fight on the scale rush. Wu Fang on the bottom there. Pace will find his way in. Huge damage coming through as he gets the 1-2-3, the overhold there, waiting for the 3. Catches our boy Wu Fang off guard, coming back in there with the F to keep the pressure alive. Wu Fang gonna pop in there looking to keep it going. The fan not buying him the space he was hoping for. A massive parry from Pace into the uppercut combo, into the re-grapple, into the ultimate. There's nothing Wu Fang can do there. Into the uppercut yet again. Oh my god, Pace sends him packing.
Pace really popping off here today in this first set game. I mean, goodness gracious, he really has really shown how powerful he really can be in these certain situations here. And man, is it showing forth in this game here. It's really amazing to see what he can do here towards this A lot of work towards this. Let's see if they can put this together. See if they can run towards it. But Pace, I mean, oh my goodness. He's got the place to play. He's got a lot to do. It's going to be good to see what he can do next. Now we're going to go back towards downtime. 4 eliminations for T225. 2 eliminations tied for AIS, Shaw, and Paste. Everybody else has 1 except for Spider. Little old Spider. 0 eliminations. A little bit of a shock value. 8.5 in 3rd place, though. He has been putting in some work. Surprised, but not at the same time. See if maybe they can figure this out here. Thoughts, though. Expectations on some of these playstyles. Who do you got so far?
I mean, T225's having an exceptionally good game here. It's going to be interesting to see if T225 is the first one to cross the point threshold. It's not typically a place he does very well from. We've seen time and time again, if he does actually come in and is the first to cross that threshold, he gets countered out a lot, and it seems like he doesn't really have a strategy together to deal with being targeted out of lobbies. So it'll be interesting because we haven't seen it happen all season for him. If he's worked, you know, some sort of strategy out for himself, or if he's still playing that same way where if he's in first, he's just looking to play his game and he doesn't, you know, really have a strategy to deal with players looking to drop on his early spawn and kind of camp him out of the game, if you will. As we head over here, though, DRG's Fong coming in heavy on to Paste here. The V2 going to be landing in there for Fong as he looks to break away and take a little bit of a reset. We're going to see the arrows coming in, looking to use that scale rush to break away as we see the grapple come through. Fong doing a really good job of just breaking away here. Going to use the ult before it ends just to get a little bit of extra distance here because he knows he is vulnerable now that he doesn't have the ult. We are 8 players left remaining alive. Zone 3 currently collapsing onto Zone 4, which means we're going to see that first late game Bane's Breath getting ready to come through. So these players need to be wary about which engagements they're getting ready to take here. Speaking of engagements, though, Wu Fang got to come right in onto Spider here. Spider going to see yet again those fist blades that eliminated him early game on, but this time he's ready for it. He's coming in there on the Akasol, lands the V2, and now we're going to see a third party looking to come through. Spider breaking away, and Wu Fong wanting nothing to do with this as Fong also shows up. Spider, though, with no, there it is, the last V2 going to be coming through from the ultimate. Wu Fang taking a ton of damage here, looking to use those teleports to break away as he is stuck without ult as well. We're going to see Fong looking to come in and capitalize on all the work that WBG Spider put in, and Wu Fang is not running. He is here to play, ladies and gentlemen. Spider looking to come in now after taking a full reset. Wu Fang into the armor swap. Unfortunately, it is white armor. Fong on the little bit of the back foot here, looking for the scale rush, not quite able to find it as Wu Fang continues to put in work with these fist blades, showing off a masterclass in how to use them. The dash going to come through there on the side of Wu Fang. Cannon shots also ringing in, and he's just trying to keep it moving here as both of these players look to dog him down. Double cannon shots coming in onto Wu Fang. Now Wu Fang going to break underground here, looking to get away from those easy range shots, make it a little bit harder for these guys. Decides he does need to break away from this fight. Going to lose all of his armor. Oh my god, there it is. The Soul Jade there going to come through and absolutely do a ton of damage on Wu Fang from the dual blades. T225 shows up, decides he wants a little bit of this party as well. T225 going to go topside. Wu Fang just looking for anything. The cannon shot's going to ring through, though. He does get the health pot off, but the cannon going to take some of that health away. He's able to re-heal that white armor, but still not in a great position as all these players continue to chase, trying to turn things on to DRG's Fong here with those fist blades, but Spider and Fong both continue to keep the chase up.
Definitely going to keep the chase alive here as Wu Fong is going to be able to find some fair space here. Maybe trying to see maybe he can rotate this towards another section as Fong ends up coming on the outskirts here. Not looking good as Wu Fong might get pushed on here from Fong, but Fong decides maybe not to fully engage towards this, maybe baiting it out, just trying to see if maybe he actually is going to decide to push in on this. It looks like Wu Fong might. With that amount of aggression that he has here, looks like he's going to capture him with the grapple. Nice combo into this wall here. He's going to be able to catch him off the whale squall scale here. And here comes the rest of the third party as 2 people are going to be right in between. Not looking good for Fong as he ends up getting caught by the fire. 2 other players in between. Not the best place that you need to be in when you're dangerously low in this moment here. And it could have been a fantastic opportunity for maybe one of them to get something here as Fong decides he needs to back out of this. It's not looking good as GG Shaw ends up getting catches him off this brink and ends up catching the finish here as Wu Fong, almost could have got it, but sadly somebody else was able to steal that away. Wu Fong still fighting this out here, but with 11 seconds left on the clock, It looks like it's not going to be able to do it. It looks like he might not have the time here. Spider still trying to see if maybe he can capture this space. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's not enough time. Unfortunate for him, as Spider is able to capture that free elimination. Wolfong was not able to escape. He knew that he had really no moment, no time to really escape that moment. He just decides, you know, at least I'm going to go out with a bang, maybe try to see if maybe I can get lucky and beat the time. But sadly, not enough. Meanwhile, we got a 4-way buffet going on inside of this middle section of the goal. They trying to see if they can get some loot. They want to eat.
Yeah, we're going to see AS here with the Cav Bloom just trying to hold this space here with the dual Hallies. Wants to make sure he can secure this. This is an extra free gold armor you can swap into that nobody else can take from you. We see AS holding on to it. Pace going to take a ton of damage, though, as Spider comes in looking to potentially pick up his second elimination, and Pace is just going to break away here. He's got those legendary halberds as well as the legendary Soul Jade for them as well. And it is going to be AS who secures this for himself. So he's going to have that gold armor to fall back onto. And if you notice, he's not going to take the gold armor. This is really smart, right? Because if he swaps it for his purple armor, the purple armor can be picked up by the rest of the lobby. But right now, nobody else can pick up that legendary armor. He is the only player who has access to that loot that was able to pop from that. So once his armor goes low, he can just go over. He has a free swap into a legendary armor that nobody can possibly take away from him right now. So he is playing the long game here, and it's a really smart idea, Davi. You can see it's got the icon there, preventing somebody like Paste here from coming in and picking up any of that sweet loot. So T225 on the bot side here. He's got 4 eliminations right now, and there we go. That last Bane's Breath that's going to be coming through here for Zone 5 coming through right now, about to drop on the area. That's why T225 going to reposition. That's why we don't see a lot of fights breaking out either. Many of these players not trying to get caught out in it, but it's Spider who actually is caught out on the edge right now. I'm going to see his shields completely ripped away from him, trying to find a reset here. Star comes in as well. Now 2-on-1 here. Spider's just trying to keep it alive. Who's going to pick it up? Will it be AS or TE Star, or will somebody else snatch the elimination away? Or can Spider, against the odds, keep it alive? No! AS comes in off the top rope with a charged R&B and cleans up the elimination. AS, oh, is going to send WBG Spider back to the lobby. AS with his 3rd elimination. T225 with 4. AS with 3. GG Shaw with 3. Paced with 2. TE Star with 1.
TE Star taking his time here, really doing an amazing job here. He's able to throw him in such a fantastic way here. Gets the finish, does exactly what he needs to here. And just like that, is able to shut him down here. Is now Shaw on the outskirts. It looks like AIS is just playing let's not die by the dragon here. Let's take our time here. Not have to deal with that, as we're down to the top 5 players alive. Pace really playing the game of his life here, but let's not sleep on T225 here. Was really doing well with those 4 eliminations and 12 points total here. I might have spoke a little too soon here, as he does end up getting caught on the outskirts here, ends up getting sent outside here. Oh, nice hits, trying to see if maybe he can collide with something here. The scare rushes all the way up top, trying to see if maybe he has some time, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, as AIS ends up getting caught by multiple people. Pace having the opportunity. Maybe he can try to scare rush this out of here just far enough where he can get some heals and maybe a little bit of timing to play with. He finds the gray shield in just enough time as AIS is flying around. Absolutely catching the airborne here. Pace is trying to find his free moment here, but it's not going to be enough as T Star is going to tap through the elimination onto Pace. His second elimination of this game as he moves up in that 6th place position. Final 4, Shaw, T225, Star, and AIS. Looking really good for some of these players so far here. Looks like T225 could definitely take this away all the way up top. Even with that amount of timing here, really able to do all of what he could within these fights here, and was able to capitalize on a lot of moments, I think. I think he's able to capitalize on certain moments here. Meanwhile, Star caught him inside between his little bottom here. For all the rock stars, he ends up taking himself a little bit more airborne, and they all smell it. They all smell the blood coming through. Oh, as AIS decides he's going to stop him in the middle of his grapple, he says, no, I'm going to give you a little bit of a problem here. AIS has that gold. He said, listen, I'm here for all the fighting. If y'all want to get busy, we can get busy. We can get it crack-a-lack. I don't care what y'all doing. What's going on with it? Meanwhile, Stars gets to get a little bit more hasty towards that section. Nice little moment here, trying to see if maybe he can capture the parry. Not going to be able to do enough here. Shaw getting caught with both grapples in the back. That's got to hurt a little bit. Meanwhile, third party comes through. Star ends up getting juggled just a little bit here towards this. Star trying to see if maybe he can capture something here. The AIS is just taking that maneuver and just trying to move it out around here. Not looking good here. Shaw, he trying to see if maybe he can close in the gap here. A lot of different moments here. Both of them really not giving anybody really any free picks here. Rune, what do you expect coming out of this final game? Or out of this first game?
At the moment, T225 is playing this expertly well. He's able to come in and get damage in these engagements, but he's never making himself the center of attention here. He's just doing a little bit of poking while he's letting these other three players really just waste resources and tear into each other. Look, you can see him coming in here. He gets a little bit of damage on Star. Star is low, but he's never putting himself at the forefront. Now that Star is super low, he's got him held against the wall. He's trying to come in and close out this elimination before the ult comes in. We're going to see the ult come in on the side of T225. Star, not a lot of places to go. He's going to go airborne. The regrapple going to come in. It's going to be AS who secures the kill. It's going to go to 4. Now AS, T225 looking to go head to head. And unfortunately, T225 here greeted just a little bit. He was in a really strong position, but he burns the ultimate a little bit early here. He's not going to have it for these final moments. GG Shah going to come in. Both of them looking to get some extra resources off of the body there. Now it is 3 players left remaining. T225, JL's AS, GG Shah, 4, 4, and 3 respectively. T225 taking that high ground there, looking to land some shots with the pistol. AS looking to come up and remove him from that space. T225 going to take a big chunk there, but Shah keeping his attention on AS. AS trying to keep his attention there on to our boy T225. T225 though able to come in, get a reset. No, we're actually going to see that get canceled out as AS lands a quick scale rush. Lands another one here. T225 needs to throw that Wisp here soon. There we go. The Wisp going to come in, trying to create some pressure, trying to give him some space as Shah keeps the pressure onto AS. He's not turning that attention to T225 at all, and this could be the moment he needs. T225 looking to get another pot off here. Will find the reset. Shah wants to evict him from the top side. He's going to come in and land it onto AS though. T225 with the full reset top side here, just looking to keep it together. He only has that 25% ult charge right now though, and that could spell disaster for him as we go to the end of this match. Shah looking for the scale rush. T225 getting another reset yet again. AS trying to come in here. That Cav Bloom going to play a lot into this final moments of this final game here. T225 though going to knock AS into the edge of the zone. AS going to return the favor. We're going to see T225 forced to invest. The Wisp going to throw it down below. There it is. AS looking to make something happen with the Cav Bloom going to come in. T225 knocked away. Wants to come into the edge of the circle. We're having to play on the side of the wall here. AS taking a ton of damage out in the zone as he gets sent flying. T225 just trying to stay airborne right now with the grapples off a player. AS looking to make something happen here with the V2. Gonna come in on shot. T225 just wants to keep away. He wants nothing to do with it, but no, he's gonna go down to JL. JL picks them both up. He's gonna go to 6 eliminations in a first place finish. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. JL's AS is gonna walk away your MVP for game number 1.
AIS stealing that away from T225, who had all that momentum, 4 eliminations and a decent lead here. AIS really popping off here. I mean, listen, I saw a little bit of some movement in terms of what he did from last week, and I definitely was impressed knowing that he's got a lot of work to do, but from a player like JL here, I mean, this is one of the in that situation as well. Very timed, super well placed, but not a lot of excessive action, I would think, immediately. But stranger things can happen. Let's see what happens in our game number 2 as we're about to lock it in. Let's see if AIS can keep that same energy as he's up in the lead with a 15.6. Meanwhile, trailing him, T225 with that 12.3. As we got eyes on T225 here, is in the middle of trying to see if he can catch Wolfang on the wrong side of the stretch here. He's going to catch him on the other side here. Beautifully timed exception here. Oh, almost catches the bear claw. Outside of it, nice little bit of a dodge towards that blue. Focus, trying to see if he can catch her with the spear, seeing if maybe he has enough time here. Oh, ends up getting juggled sadly by Wufong. Is going to catch him off the right side, right here in front, as T225 is going to go back on the inscourge here. And it looks like Wufong decides he's going to disengage. He's going to back off this, and he's going to look for better loot.
T225 here with the staff needs to be careful. Wufang able to find that upgrade into purple armor here. He's trying to come in. He's been able to land the charged RMB off the staff twice now, but Wufang with the fist blades, that early game favored weapon here. T225 can't play this safe enough. Wufang still trying to break away, but T225 wants this early game elimination. He knows if he can pick up that purple armor, head in for that Realm of Yang, he's going to be in a really good position. Wufang trying to use that crouching LMB there off of the fist to keep T225 locked down, and he's going to find a little bit of success with it. T225 trying to come in, looks for the parry, doesn't quite find it. Will find the double LMB off of the staff though, just getting a little bit of poke damage there into Wufang. Wufang trying to give chase here, looking for the swap to the pistol. Will find just a little bit of damage there off of it. T225 now forced to break away, looks to come back in potentially for an armor swap. There it is. He's got the blue armor now immediately coming back into the engagement here with Wufang. Wants to lock him down. Needs to be careful though. Wufang 91% of the way to the ultimate. We're going to see the F2 invested on the side of T225. Wufang coming in. There we go. The ult is going to be online. Now, T225 has to be careful about how much he commits there. There we go. He will find the staff hit in, but the F going to be invested. The ult going to be coming in from Wu Fang. T225 going to pop ult and return the favor. Wu Fang going to use that ult to try to give chase in the sky here. Is able to get a little bit of damage. He's going to find a second hit off of it as well. T225 needs to get away, create some distance here, look for a heal, but can't go too far if he wants to turn things around here with the ultimate. Speaking of which, the ult going to come through. It's going to DMX T225. T225, 8%, forced to end the ultimate here as the ult continues to come in from Wu Fang. Now, the favor heavily in Wu Fang's favor as T225 looks to break away, trying to just create some distance, but Wu Fang is going to keep the pressure up here. Of course, he does have those fist blades, so much movement coming in off of the scale rushes. The armor swap for T225 as he immediately turns around to look for Wu Fang, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to find him as we cut over to AIS here, or AIS from JL. Paste also trading blows here. The Tessa going to invest the ult, but not going to be able, or sorry, the F not going to be able to hit anybody with it, and AIS is going to go down immediately here to Zhang Yuan. Zhang Yuan going to go for the uppercut combo there, into the refreeze, off of the nunchucks, into the meter dump. Paste is going to take so much damage here. Zhang Yuan needs one hit. There it is. Zhang Yuan's going to find 2 eliminations off of the rip.
Yuan going crazy with the combos here. Really was able to read that so well here. Meanwhile, T225 caught on the wrong side of the tracks here as he's dangerously low. Wufong in the midst of it. Looks like Wufong and then both continue to fight for what we wasn't able to capture here. Let's see if Wufong has a decent amount of maneuvering to be able to predict where he's going to go and see if maybe he can capitalize on this and get this elimination onto T225 here. Slowly closing in the gap little by little here, but is unsuccessful in getting that last hit. So all he really needs is a decent combo, maybe catch him in the air, and just like that, it's over with for T225 here. So you have to go for the reset here. Oh, actually ends up getting him a nice little bit of a hit here towards him. Almost finds him here. Try to see if maybe he can come through with it. Oh, nice hits from the blue focus. Both of them waiting it out, trying to see if maybe they can time it for the parry. Unable to do much here. T225 is able to find a great shield swap, is able to shield this up. Finds another great shield swap just to be able to lose that one, unfortunately, as it looks like he's going to be able to push right towards it. Blue focus waiting to see if maybe he can time the strike just well enough for Wufong to be able to come through. It looks like OUG's Mike is nearby. He's going to have to be a little bit more careful just in case if Mike decides he wants to kind of see what's going on here with that third party. Oh, T225 with the parry, catches him with the turnaround and says, see you later, buddy. That's all I needed to do was stall you for a little bit more time. Appreciate you. I like this loot. This is nice.
Look, T225 playing his mind out right now. The way he was just able to keep that fight moving, sets himself up, scale rush into jump cancel parry, picks up the fist blade and kills the man with his own fist blades. Absolutely insane. Now looking to turn on to Mike here again. These fist blades, so much power in the early game here. Massive parry coming in from T225 on to Mike. Mike, no armor swap in the near vicinity because T225 has picked them all up, taken a little bit of the book away from OUG's Mike. Mike coming back for the purple armor, hoping he finds the opportunity to find a reset, but T225 keeps the pressure up, finds the grapple. JL's AIS going to show up as well. Mike with the freeze is able to stay alive, but the scale rush going to come through. T225 tries to get in, tries to get his hands there on the bloom, not going to find it. AIS will, but T225 still holding the back pocket here. He's able to get away from that hit, able to come back in with the charged LMB there from the fist blades. Needs to be careful. The parry comes through. That could be it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. T225, but he leaves AIS a little present with the poison splash.
Absolutely. You love to see it when it comes towards that poison splash here. Could be a really large benefit, especially if you're making sure that you know exactly what you're doing in these moments here. And obviously, it really does become that man's best friend in certain instances, especially with some of these players, their play styles, and how they're able to keep that same dynamic going here throughout all of these series. As WBG Spider has the name to the realm. Let's see if he's going to use it to capitalize on it, or if he's going to juke them, maybe. It's really interesting to see how these players really do decide on whether or not are they going to push in on this? Are they going to actually make it worthwhile? Or do they just decide, nope, I'm ready to push in. Let's go. I'm not going to wait it out. I'm not going to give anybody a chance to eliminate me out of this. Sometimes those can be very, very hectic and very scary. I mean, it has me shaking. Has me shaking just a little bit, just enough for you to be like, hey, whoa, chill out. Oh, looking a little hasty here.
Yeah, Spider with I would say 6 seconds till he can head on into the realm of Yang here. So he's just trying to play around Sha and Zhang Yuan here. Zhang Yuan going to slip in, but so will WBG Spider. But he's going to be going head to head here with S1's Paste. Paste on the other side there with the fan Spider. holding on to the staff. That fan, the purple, a little bit of an advantage there in terms of the gear disparity, but Spider looking to come in. They both go airborne here. They both go for the parries. Nobody able to land a hit just yet. Pace going to invest that F early. Spider looking for that charge R&B off the staff, not quite going to find it. Pace going to find a little bit of an intro there onto Spider. Spider still not able to connect onto Pace just yet. Goes up, looks for the potential scale rush, will find it, does not find the uppercut juggle though off the staff, goes for the charged R&B, finds the final hit off of it, but not all three hits as he needs to back away. He's got to slow play this one into Pace. He can't burn that ultimate too early. Looks to come in off of the spear staff yet again. There we go. We're going to see the ult finally coming in. Pace going to pop the ultimate as well, and Spider has to play around this, needs to be very careful. Looking for a scale rush yet again, goes for the chase there, able to break away, going to drop that down on the top of the pillar. Needs to be careful, needs to lock onto the Matari before Matari can get that teleport in behind him here. We're going to see Spider just slow playing it. The ult, there we go. No, he's got the Pokeball, ladies and gentlemen. He says it's all good. He's going to go right in to the staff R&B, but he doesn't land it. Oh my goodness, this is going to be bad for Spider as now Pace takes control of the fight here. The teleport going to come through, going to find a lot of damage there off the fan. That fan disparity really coming through. There it is. Pace lands a clean one and sends Spider packing with the Yang depletion.
That Yang depletion definitely becomes a little bit more hectic here as Arano looks like he's in the middle of just trying to spin the block, trying not to get caught up here, as Wufong also doing the exact same thing, doesn't want to get himself caught up in a tough situation here as now he's just trying to time it just a little bit. Oh, beautiful bow to connect that towards it. Let's see if they can still keep that momentum just a little bit more better towards that. Is now Arano able to work towards it here. Let's see if he's going to be able to find the same momentum. Nice strikes towards this Wufong, dangerously low as Arano is going to be able to clean that up. Nice little bit of a finish here. Definitely had to be a little bit more careful towards that, but he was able to find it. He found his confidence. He found his foot. Found exactly the footing he needed. That's exactly what he needed towards this. See if they can keep that same shutdown going. Knows we're going to be able to lock in for a little bit more. And now Spider around the rotation. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. He's got to be careful. Definitely has to be careful in this game. Definitely cannot get eliminated this early. Knowing he's in 4th place. Obviously, we still have a few games after this. So it's not too massive of a deal. But still has to be a little bit more scarce in terms of how he plays. And knowing that he has to be able to capture this elimination. Gets that finish, gets that run around, keeps it going. Arano.
EW. Yeah, as you say, Arano here with the legendary nunchucks here onto ASC Zhang Yuan. Zhang Yuan, though, forced into the armor swap on the white armor, so Arano with a huge advantage in both a weapon and armor here. Zhang Yuan looking to break away. Arano keeps things moving. Takes the full reset here. This is really smart on Arano's part. He knows the weapon disparity. He knows that he's got such a huge armor advantage over him as well. Even if they both take full resets, it leaves Arano in such a massive advantage. WBG Spider inside, trading blows with, I do believe, DRG's Fong. Spider here with the Yang depletions got to find himself a Soul Bloom soon. Paste also in both Fang and Paste, trading blows onto WBG Spider. Spider just trying to get away here. Paste knows that he's at a disadvantage. Paste, of course, has that Vermilion Bird's Might, trying to make something happen. He wants to pick up the second elimination onto Spider. He'll knock him completely out of the lobby. Spider trying to break away here, trying to utilize that movement as well as the ult. He's looking to grab the Pokeball on somebody. This is the thing. This is why you typically don't see people lock in with this version of the Liam ult. It's very hard to land. It's very easy for the opponents to dodge, and Spider here is just getting knocked around like he's a ping pong ball on the table, and sure enough, it's going to be DRG's Fawn coming in with a fist blade to clean up that elimination and send WBG Spider back to the lobby. S1's Paste here getting clutched onto by Wu Fang, trying to come in. Everybody fighting over the box here as we see Pace just keep it going with this legendary dagger onto Wu Fang. Wu Fang forced to pop the ultimate to have any chance of staying alive here. Pace wants to clean this up. He's got to be careful though, as we see Wu Fang just ult to ult to ult, and it's Pace who's going to go down, but he's got the Vermilion Bird's Might, so he's going to be okay. Wu Fang just looking to break away from this. He gets an elimination and says, it's still in my game here. Wu Fang just trying to tap away though, as some of these players know his ult is gone. He needs to clear the vicinity really quickly now that he's picked himself up that elimination, Dobby.
Yeah, it definitely has to be able to get out of there in the best way possible here, knowing that we still have another player still roaming around here, as he has to be just a little bit more careful towards this. Trying to see if maybe he can shut this down. Let's see if they can find that momentum and really keep it going here, as now Fang trying to take the time to do exactly what he needs to here is TE Star, trying to see if he can not get caught up by the parry. Try to see if he can rotate this out as Star all the way around as well, also on the rotation. Vermilion's Birds Might's gone in 3, 2, 1. And just like that, it is gone. And it's time for a new Realm of Yang here. Let's see if Arano is going to decide to put in on this. So I have a question. Why do people wait that whole time before they actually go into the Realm of Yang?
So it's the new ticket system that they implemented a while back now, Dobby. So the first player comes in, you see how they have that icon above their head?
Right.
That is their ticket that secures them their spot inside the Realm of Yang. Now, you have to maintain yourself inside the circle. If you step outside of the circle for too long, you lose that ticket and somebody else gets it. So that's why you see players coming in and chasing down the players who have that icon above their head. They're trying to get them low enough to force them out of the circle so that they can get their spot inside the Realm of Yang. And speaking of Realm of Yang, we're going to go back in. It's going to be Paste in the Realm of Yang yet again, this time versus KLA's T225. Paste with that legendary dagger. He's coming off that first win inside the Realm of Yang with double eliminations here. Purple armor, a really good gear advantage here against T225. You see if he's able to utilize that into the Kai lane to make something happen. Needs to be careful. Those fist blades, though, he's able to teleport behind, get a little bit of damage off, but the Kai lane turns around and does the same here. T225 still, though, massively behind in terms of the armor. T225, though, massive combo coming in there off of the fists, already on to Paste. No armor left remaining for Paste here. He's going to invest that ultimate really quickly. The Hottie on the backside. I'm sorry, I said Kai Lin, but it's actually Hottie. Paste on the backside, looking to come up. There we go. Paste gets him to burn the ultimate here. T225, though, has the advantage. He just needs to come in with his V2, get some chip damage. There we go. We're going to see that burn tick start to affect Paste very, very quickly. T225, yet again, coming in. Doesn't go for the burn tick there. A couple quick swipes, though. The teleport invested on the side of the Matari. Paste holding out here. We're going to see the ultimate come down, and now it's just T225. He needs to find one more clean combo with these fist blades, and that could be it. Pace goes to 1 HP, gets to teleport behind. T225 just needs to find a clank, anything here. We're going to see the charge to LMB mid-air coming in off of Pace, doing a lot of damage there, but Pace going to go for the jumping LMB, cleans it up as we move over to Front Plus Phoenix's verse versus X1's Wu Fang.
Able to time that and do such a fantastic job with it as we go back into the Realm of Yang here between Verse and Wu Fong. Wu Fong able to catch a beautiful parry onto Verse, but Verse with a nice reset here coming through as it looks like he's going to try to see if he can get some nice slashes here coming in from the pole sword, but sadly wasn't able to as he ends up getting catching that broomstick right at the bottom as Verse ends up getting caught up. Now looks like he's going to take his time here trying to see if maybe he can get some maneuvers. Oh, nice strikes connect right on to Verse, unbeknownst into this one here, as Wu Fong trying to see if he can time it nice. They're able to do a nice strike here, just a decent amount of damage, not too much here. Both of them now dangerously low as now he pops open the ulti. He's going to be able to go airborne here. He's going to be able to take that advantage here towards this, but it looks like he's going to use it more so for heals than he would actually attacking towards this moment here, as Wu Fong is going to be able to try to see if he can connect any of them, but sadly he's unable to. As Verse is going to dive in, trying to time it on both sides here. 18 seconds left on the clock. It's not looking good for both parties here. Verse ends up getting caught. Nice slash to be able to connect it. 10 seconds left on the clock for this. Looks like both of them might not be able to actually finish this off here. Verse has to time it and catch it, clutch it up here. And with that pole sword, one last slash, one last finish. We are. And is able to capitalize on it the best way he could. Verse, a beautiful finish towards that. What a find. What a clutch. What a showing.
Yeah, huge upgrades for Verse here, too. He finds the second elimination inside the Realm of Yang as we come back over to S1's Paste. Paste with the Yang depletion, 3 minutes and 40 seconds here. The second Realm of Yang, of course, having a larger timer there on that Realm of Yang depletion. So you have a little bit more time to kind of play around, maybe play it a little bit safer as you look for that Soul Bloom to get yourself back into the game. As we cut over to KLA's T225, absolutely tearing up TE Star. Star able to find the armor swap into the white armor here, but T225 just keeping the pressure up here. Coming in off of the Hottie, the Scale Rush going to find a hit. Star just going to overhold the teleport, though, so that they can get away, take a little bit of damage off of it, though. Now, Funpless Phoenix's Verse also coming in there with that legendary spear, looking to make something happen here. Verse T225 trading a couple of blows, but neither of them want to let Star get away. Star, though, able to find an armor swap into a purple set of armor. Absolutely huge here for TE Star. Star just needs to keep the game alive for themselves here. They're able to find that LMB off of off of the dagger, but not quite enough, as all three of these players now descend on Wu Fang joins the party. TE Star just trying to scale rush away, is going to head into the zone. Hope it's enough. to keep these players from coming in on him. Star is going to come on inside. He's going to be able to find most of a reset, but all 4 of these players now sitting on the edge of the zone, waiting for TE Star to come back on in, and Star is going to have to sit out here and take a lot of the zone tick, as we see Wu Fang even taking range shots here with the pistol, letting Star know that they are hungry, that they're waiting for it here. There we go. Star going to come in. Star on the back foot, still being chased a long way away from the ult. Wu Fang going to get sent flying into the zone, but luckily it is only that zone 2, so he's not going to take too much tick here. Star on the backside looking to come in, trying to break away. The Scale Rush is going to do a lot of good for himself here, as we see Verse coming in. Verse looks for the R&B. Star able to get away from it while this fight's going on. Pace will pick up an elimination on GG Shaw. Star keeping it moving. Those Scale Rushes with the dagger really buying them the spacing that they absolutely need. Double cannon shots coming in as Star just continues to break the ankles of all 5 of these players back into the zone yet again, as the players look for them. Star trying to find an opportune moment to break away and find a way back into the zone. Unbeknownst to these players, Wu Fang decides it is not worth waiting around. Is going to turn their attention on over to S1's Pace. He says, I've spent enough time, given that I've got Yang depletion, I've got to find myself an elimination. I can't keep waiting for you all day long, Dobby.
Absolutely. Towards that rune is Wu Fang. I think he's going to be able to separate himself a little bit towards this, as T225, AIS, and Fong is going to be right behind him here. You have to be careful. Meanwhile, Paste just chilling. Just chilling, just chilling, just chilling. It's out of the space here. Let's see where that momentum comes from here. As Wu Fang looks like he's going to be able to close in the gap here on AIS. AIS just waited on it here. Nice timing, trying to see if he can catch him on the parry, but sadly was unable to here. Ooh, gonna have to be careful for the both of them, though, as they do end up getting caught on fire. The third party from all over the place, Wu Fang and AIS decide they're gonna need to split off this, as all 3 of those players are gonna come in on an absolute massive frenzy here, trying to close in the gap little by little here. Have to be a little bit careful here. He's gonna try to time this out little by little. Gonna have to take the time to be able to do exactly what he needs to here. Trying to close this out as AIS trying to see if maybe they can find it. AIS with that gray shield swap, unfortunate, was sadly losing out on their shield that they had originally, as KT225 is able to find somebody right in the front. It looks like it's going to be the face of Arado, but both of them decide not to take advantage of it and strike. Still a whole lot of momentum coming through here on both sides, both sections here. Still going to take some more. Just trying to see if they can work towards it. Oh, man, nice strike to maybe connect onto this, but it looks like the cannon shot's going to be a little bit more lethal. Not looking good as the parry is going to be able to come through here. Not looking good as Pace ends up taxing elimination onto AIS. AIS loses out with 1 elimination, 17.1 on the top here, giving somebody else a chance and a shot at getting that dub. Oh, Wu Fang popping the ulti here, trying to close this in here, not giving him the opportunity here really to get away. He said, no, you're going to fight me, big boy. You're going to fight me. It looks like it might be the worst decision Wu Fang makes.
Oh my goodness, EWG's Arano going to pick up that elimination with a bow shot from downtown. OnePlus Phoenix's Versa looking for a reset inside here, but Arano wants that smoke yet again, comes in with the nunchucks, hits him with the 1-2, and Verse says, no, sir, I'm out of here. KLA's T225 going to pop that F2, looking to come over the wall and find himself a reset. When he gets an opportunity here, that legendary staff in the back pocket, legendary set of armor as well. Gonna break around the edge of the circle, as we do have Zone 4 collapsing onto Zone 5. These players have got to be a little careful, as we're gonna have yet another late game's Bane's Breath getting ready to come through once we see that Zone 5 collapse down on it. T225 looking to put pressure onto DRG's Fong here and make something happen. T225 taking a lot of damage, though. Gonna be forced to pop the F2 to break away from this, as he loses 3 ticks of the shield. Fong, though, with 2 ticks down as well. T225 going to take the free reset, as Verse decides that Fong is going to be the target selection here, though. Fong in the ult, trying to get away, make something happen here. Goes on the inside, trying to find a reset. Knows these players are going to be heading his way, though, but it looks like the players do not want to head inside here with Fong's ult activated. So Fong is going to be able to find the reset, but needs to be careful. He's going to be quite vulnerable once that ultimate ticks down here. T225 continues to apply some pressure. The Bane's Breath is going to come through. T225 just barely misses walking into the Bane's Breath there as he grapples in and is able to cancel at the last moment with a jump. Fong going to break away. Fong almost grapples into one as well. And this is exactly what it's talking about. You have to be very careful heading into this stage of the game and taking fights as that Bane's Breath comes through. You can very easily find yourself getting caught out. Fong going to head back inside, hoping that the pressure from the Bane's Breath as he surfs it is going to keep some of these players away, because he is quite vulnerable without that ultimate right now, as he just looks to keep the movement going. He swaps to a fan for some of those scale rushes, and it looks like Fong is going to live to see another day. Man, this dude walking very close to the sun right now with these Bane's Breath, Dobby.
Yeah, you have to be careful here for sure. He definitely has to take his time. You don't want to get caught up in those Bane Breaths. Those Bane Breaths are lethal. We talk about it so much. We talk about it so often in terms of how really scary they truly can be here. You definitely don't want to get caught in it, especially with a lot of people here, especially if they see you. You don't want them to see you get caught in that, for sure. As we look at pace here from the replays from earlier here, nice fight to be able to catch him with the strike here. Beautiful connection with the combo here. It looks like he's going to pop the ulti. Catches him in the air. Beautiful finish. Absolutely decimates GG Shaw, barely giving him any time to really recover, recoup, maybe come back for the fight. He says, nah, I'm not going to let you open up that book at all, buddy. You're not going to have the time. We're not going to give you the opportunity for you to even express the fact that maybe you read it. Nope. That's fine. Meanwhile, Fong separating it. Ooh, nice little shoulder check on one of the players here, as both of them are going to be able to capture on the outskirts here. Both of them getting caught on the combo. Now looking good for Fong here, as Fong almost gets caught yet again on the outskirts with a bow shot as well. As Fong's be able to capture a shield with it on the outskirts. Now looking good as Fong is going to have to try to rotate this out as best he can. Now looking good for him. He's going to try to see if he can block some shots, but it's not going to be able to do enough here as he ends up getting cornered. Star captures the finish onto Fong, and Fong is out. 4 eliminations deep, 12.7 top 3. Still really solid performance from here, though.
That is so unfortunate. Fong missed inputs twice. If you notice, he jumps and LMBs into the wall. He's actually trying to grab the wall and scale rush away. He fumbles it once, gets punished for it, goes back, tries to do it again, fumbles it again, and just ends up dying immediately because of it. You've got to feel so bad if you're GRG's Fong, and you fumble the scale rush off of the wall there, not once, but twice. As we are top 5 players left remaining alive, we've got Fun Plus Phoenix versus EWG's Arano, TE Star, S1's Haste, and of course KLA's T225. Your top 5 players left remaining here in game number 2, as Zone 6 will be collapsing onto Zone 7 in the next 12 seconds. Pace looking for a reset on the backside here, though. Gonna take quite a bit of damage and get forced into the zone to be forced to use their teleport as well to break away here. Pace with 4 eliminations does not want to let this game end here, but the cannon shots coming through. Pace is taking so much damage. They're able to get a little bit of a pot off, but it costs them so much here as the rest of the lobby looks to descend on Pace. Pace, though, playing very patiently here, not looking to burn that ultimate too early. TE Star going to take the opportunity to take a reset here, does not want to try to pressure onto that and be the next one getting targeted out, as we see cannon shots raining through. Star trying to get a little bit of momentum, is going to head towards the other side here, is going to cancel the grapple mid-air, wants to play a little bit of that aerial game. Arano on the backside. Pace still trying to get the full reset here, will finally get back into this game here with the purple armor re-healed all the way back up, the attention turned off to him. Pace going to come in with the Soul Jade there on the fan, do a ton of damage to T225 and TE Star. Star regretting not turning on to Pace earlier when he saw him healing and decided to repair his bow instead. Star now without armor because of Pace's huge fan play. Star able to get a pot off, but is going to lose most of their health because of it, with the final circle getting ready to collapse in the next 40 seconds. Star not in a good place as the cannon shots continue to ring through. Verse looking to come through with the staff. Star going to go airborne here, trying to get on top of one of these trees. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. We're going to see T225 go down to Pace. Pace finds his 5th elimination of the game. Very unfortunate for T225. Yet again, 3 eliminations, and in the end there, we're also going to see Star go down as Verse comes in and cleans it up. It's now a 1v1v1 scenario here. Pace v Verse v EWG's Arano, and Pace in a really good position with that legendary fan, the Soul Jade as well, still holding on to their ultimate despite how much they've been chased down leading up to these final moments. Zone 7's going to collapse right now, ladies and gentlemen, and this game is going to come to an end very shortly. Verse already popping that F2, trying to come in. He knows he's going to be able to use this ultimate to try to clutch this out. Oh my goodness, Pace decides to go in on him before he gets the opportunity to pop the ult. He's on the outside. He's got to be very careful about how he's going to play this out. He's going to go airborne, waits for the opportunity. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to pop that ult mid-air. Going to look for a little bit of a health reset here before he goes back in and charges up that V2, trying to come in. He's going to land it onto Pace. Pace is going to start taking that fire tick. We're going to see the teleport come through, trying to demech him. Verse gets demeched into the fan. Oh my goodness. It looked like it was going to come up Verse, but as soon as Pace landed the teleport, there it is. Pace finds his 6. Will he find the 7 here onto EWG's Arano? Arano going to come back around. The fan doing a ton of damage. The teleport re-come back in. There's no world where Arano comes out on top. The pistol shots, ladies and gentlemen. Pace finds 7. A first place finish and is your MVP for game number 2.
Pace really coming through with that clutch. He needed that. That confidence is, that confidence hard. Sigma, Mohesive, with one person headed towards Desert Graveyard. But it looks like everyone else realizing there's not really a lot of cave sections. It looks like everybody's expecting to find some decent loot in some of these broken huts. They're going to fight this out immediately, and they're going to try to see if maybe they can get a little bit ahead of the game in getting that first elimination. But the first fight we're going to see is SS1, Pace, and Spider.
Yeah, Pace here with the fist blades. Both players on him, but Pace with those blue fist blades. They're going to go for the whiffs. Spider walks into it here. Goes for the teleport. Not quite able to make it happen. Pace able to use the overhold and the range on that charged RMB. Then Spider going to come in and lands the parry, though, onto Pace. Pace with no F. A little bit on the back foot here. Now gets the F back online, but no place to go. He's stuck in the hut. Spider finds the uppercut and will claim that first elimination for himself. As we move over, we're going to see OUG's Mike, GG's Shaw, DRG's Fong here, just to the north of Shadow Jade Mines. Mike trying to come in here with the staff. Early game here, looking for that RMB. Now I'm going to try to find the scale rush off to the side as these other two players trade blows ahead of him. Bunless Phoenix's Verse and Jean Yuan here on the side of the cliff. Verse on the nunchuck. Jean Yuan there on those dual Halleys. The headshot coming in from the bow. Verse not going to let it happen again. The parry coming in from Verse. Jean Yuan going to get sent flying. Now Verse with the weapon as well. Jean Yuan now onto the white dual blades. Not quite a great place. They're going to hit the clank there, but Verse going to drop all the way to the bottom here. Going to give Jean Yuan time to move away. Verse not quite able to land the grapple, but EWG's Arano sees Jean Yuan on the back foot and comes in to capitalize the F2 on the inside of the building. There we go. He gets his ankles cut off, tries to go for the scale rush, and Arano with the teleport will come in and clean up the elimination. The parry from Verse from the turnaround. Now Arano is the one on the back foot as he gets juggled up there into the clip. Then the follow-up, and Fun Plus Phoenix Verse will find the elimination there and clean one up for himself.
Fantastic finish here, but it's not over yet as Spider looks like he's going to try to see if he can close in this gap here between him and 2225. 2225 trying to see if maybe he can get away from it as well here. Definitely does not want to get caught into it. He says, no, I don't want to do that as well towards this. Is going to try to see if he can capture a strike here. Sadly misses out on the Tiger. Spider also missing out on the grab as well. Both of them getting caught on the wall here. A little odd. I don't see it a little too much. See if they can keep that same momentum going here. Is now Spider trying to see if maybe they can time it just a little bit more. C225 able to work and run towards it. Oh, nice pair. Trying to see if they can close in this gap little by little here. C225 going forward with the chase. Definitely making it a little bit harder. Oh, Spider, nice uppercuts here. Looks like he's going to back off that towards the slam here. C225 trying to see if maybe he can time it just a little bit better, but Spider just struggling to try to find it here. Looks like he is going to successfully. Looks like he won't be able to fully finish it as the grapple comes through. Finds the gray shield, at least right next to him. Might be able to potentially take it here as KLA T225 is able to find one. Oh, nice strike all the way down towards the bottom here. Misses out on the bow. Oh, nice finish towards that. Almost was able to get a nice little finish, but sadly was not able to do what he needs to here as both of them just trying to dive in and dive out as much as possible. I mean, they very much was able to do exactly what they need to here, but sadly it's not going to be enough. As now, Spider just trying to just stall just little by little here. As he scale rushes out, he's going to take it out. Absolutely insane here. He's going to try to time it just a little while longer here. It actually ends up catching him airborne just a little bit here. And just like that, he's able to put him inside of a wall here. This might be the moment here for Spider. Spider finally able to maybe get an elimination here. I take that back. I take it all back. I'm so sorry. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Paste risked it all on the overhold there for the charged R&B there off the dual Halleys, and the risk pays off as we cut over to JL's AIS here, trying to clean up the elimination of the Wu Fang, but it's EWG's Arano who shows up yet again to clean up that third party and is able to pick up a huge damage there. Now we're going to see AIS looking to clean up Arano if he can. Arano going to go for the teleport here. AIS is going to head on inside, looks for an armor swap there, just a little bit more HP on the armor than the previous one. AIS topside gonna go ahead and repair the bow here. Doesn't want to pressure too deep here. Verse looking to come down on top of him. AIS gonna come do some swapping here for some pots off the body. S1's Paste, our MVP from the last game, off to a slower start here on the Temi with the blue staff, blue armor, not quite willing to go in just yet. He's playing around the outskirts here, looking for a little bit of better loot. So he's going to swap the bow there for the pistol. The pistol doing him a lot of good in the previous game there with the Deado rounds. Maybe he's looking to make a repeat performance of his previous game as we move over to JL's AIS, who's heading on over towards Graveyard. Going to do some repairing there for his dagger. KLA's 2225 in money spot right now, getting himself up some much needed money to keep his game alive here. Currently holding on to 7,000 Darktide coins, and he still has mid money spot and upper mini spot if nobody's been able to clear him. And sure enough, he's going to get all three and sit on the edge of the zone to make sure he does. S1's Pace now on the chase here with EWG's Arano trying to break away with the fan. He's going to miss the Wisp here as Arano just keeps things moving, and Pace decides he's going to turn to the fight on the other side over here with JL's AIS and look for the third party. The cannon shot's coming in, doing a lot of damage there on AIS, but he's able to get the pot off. And now Pace is going to fight here. He wants to come in. He wants to be the one who heads inside the realm of Yang. Paste with the ticket. He was first to come in and touch the portal, but is going to be forced off of it by Verse. Verse is going to come in and lock down that ticket for himself. Paste on the back foot. If he wants to head into the realm of Yang now, he's got to send Verse out of here like Verse did to him just a few moments ago. The cannon shot's going to ring true on both sides as they pick up some tick damage, but Verse still maintains his position of power inside the circle for Yang. Paste underneath, going to grab a couple of pots and other items there and decides he's going to let Verse have it. He doesn't want to waste time trying to fight him over the ticket, Dobby.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fight him over that ticket as well here. Knowing that, I mean, it's JL. I mean, AIS has really been playing super well in both games here. So obviously, if you know that going into these games, I wouldn't necessarily want to fight him either. Mind you, this is GG Shaw. And GG Shaw's not afraid to poke the bear a little bit. And it looks like he decided to do a little bit of a poke in. He said, hey, you got it. You got it. You got it. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Yeah. You ever have siblings and they just do something like just a little minorly annoying? You're like, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was a joke. I wasn't. Relax. Not that serious.
I wasn't ready.
It's not that serious. Like, it's not that serious. Chill out. Meanwhile, back inside of the realm of Yang, it's a little bit more serious. As Verse, I don't see if he can time it a little bit here. Sadly, the AIS missing out on the bow. Both of them ready for it with the blue focus. Not able to do a lot here. Trying to close in the gap a little bit here with the dagger. Oh, and able to capture him inside of this nice kick towards it. Trying to scale rush it a little bit closer in towards it. Because now he's going to pop the ulti here. And he's going to try to see if maybe he can capture him inside of the sky. It looks like he's able to. Oh, nice counter towards the strike. He's able to do exactly what he needs to here. And it's not looking good for AIS as he does end up getting juggled here. He's going to take his time towards this. Going to try to see if maybe he can push towards this. Oh, waiting it out. He catches him in the air. Oh, but it's not enough to get the finish. I actually thought that would have been it right there. Dangerously low. AIS is able to turn it around and capture the finish just in the nick of time. AIS, you scared me. You got to be careful, bro. Don't do that. Don't play with your food. You almost lost that.
I mean, Liam there plays that really, really well. He's baiting AIS to come in off of the ultimate. Every single time he actually does land a hit from the ultimate, he gets maximum damage out of it. AIS almost loses that fight, but in the very end, he's able to break away there from the final moment and turn things back around with the usage of the ult as well. Pace now on the run here from KLA's T225. Of course, Pace not able to head inside the realm of Yang, so doesn't really want to fight anyone here because they may have that buff. But T225 hungry to come through here. Pace, half armor, doesn't have the opportunity to stop and take a reset just yet. He's trying to find it. It's T225 and GG Shaw both on the hunt here. Pace still trying to move away. T225 will land the grapple there. Pace does not want his game to end here. He needs to put up a big performance here so he can go ahead and get above that threshold as soon as possible. A little bit of an armor swap there will save him some pain as the fan comes in. Unfortunately, it is a white fan that Pace is using right now just to try to keep the movement alive. GG Shaw looking to lock down onto him. They must know that he does not have that ultimate, so he's vulnerable right now. Shaw coming in. Oh my goodness, the fire tick from that scale rush going to hurt pretty bad onto Pace here. Pace now on the inside eating yet another scale rush there. Will throw the Wisp down, trying to find a good opportunity to get a reset, get outside of the tower here as Tower Watch begins. Dobby, our favorite game. Pace still on the inside, just trying to use that fan to get away, but T225 is going to come in, threaten the space with his nunchucks. Pace forced to come outside. No shield left remaining. Shaw keeping the pressure up as well. The F going to be invested here. Pace moving top side here. Does have the Wisp available. Shaw going to come in. T225 going to grief him out of it just a little bit, though, as Pace is able to slip back outside. Yet again, he needs to be very careful about how he plays this one out. He does have the F in the back pocket there. He's going to slip down, and it looks like he's going to be able to find most of a reset as T225 turns his attention on GG Shaw. T225 heads back down, but it's going to be a little too late as it looks like Pace will find most of the reset that he needs here. OnePlus Phoenix's verse now trading blows with DRG's fall.
And in those blows, trying to see maybe they can capture it as versus, trying to see if he can close in this gap. Same thing with the other player here as Arano. Trying to see if they can just get inches closer, trying to see if maybe they can capture this elimination. You know, when it comes to third parties, they're not going to let up anytime soon, and it's not looking good for Fung. Fung has to do an absolute miracle in order for him to have the opportunity here. It looks like he's going to capture the Frost. Going to be able to pop a little bit of some heals here towards this. He's at least able to stall for a little bit of some time here. Because now he's going to try to see if maybe he can go somewhat airborne, maybe towards the tower. First, maybe overshooting technically. Oh, nice little turnaround strike towards that area here with the dagger. He's gonna have to take his time here and be just a little bit more careful, because he's gonna be able to go for the Arctic. And I mean, look at him. He's just right next to him here, just waiting for the opportunity to strike here. Just waiting on it. Nice hit towards that. Three people right in between. Fung, you're in the worst situation to be in this moment here. It's not looking good for you. You can barely go anywhere, barely do anything, can barely maneuver. Fung trying so hard just to keep the game alive for himself here. He only needs 1 to 2 more strikes. He goes all the way down to the bottom. He goes for the Arctic strike. Just trying to see if maybe he can pop a little bit of shield as he does. And he's not able to do a lot, but he's able to just do enough to get away. He's going to go inch by inch, but it's not going to be enough. As Arano is able to capture that elimination, gets the finish off of Fung, and Fung is out of game number 3. Just like that.
T-Star here on Kylan with the ult active going right now, trying to make something happen here. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to secure that elimination he was looking for, and he still has 1 minute and 10 seconds left remaining on that Yang depletion. The ult going to burn out. He's going to have to find an elimination very quickly, and without his ultimate, he turns very aggressively onto EWG's Arano. He knows this is his only chance to make something happen. Unfortunately, Arano is just cleaning it up. Star breaks away here. He's going to have to yet again look for another reset, and only has 50 seconds to find that Soul Bloom to keep his game alive. Tries to come back in, wants to go back in onto Arano again. This is a player, he knows where they are. He misses the scale rush in, misses the parry as well, and now tries to get away. Arano on the outside. Star able to find a little bit of damage, but not a lot, as we see Verse coming in as well from FunPlus Phoenix, finding some cannon damage onto Star. Star, yet again, more cannon shots coming through. Star, 26 seconds. I don't know if there's anything he can do here. Tries to go in on Arano. Arano doesn't have that ultimate. Star knows it, and he needs to take advantage of it. He's going to invest the F there, but it's going to be Verse who comes in, turns the attention onto Star. Star, no place to go, no time left to make anything happen. He just needs to break away. He needs to try to keep anyone else from hitting him so that nobody gets that elimination. He's in the zone. He knows what it is. Star says sayonara, ladies and gentlemen.
It takes the time to do exactly what he needs to here. I mean, he really was able to find his own type of momentum here and do what he needs to. And I feel like with this could be really, really helpful and somewhat hectic if definitely, you know, obviously not paying attention as we look at Yuan going inside of this. It's like he was almost able to capture him with the blue focus, but sadly was not able to, though, with the dual halberds. Trying to see if he can work towards this. Oh, Tomb Raider skin. I love the Tomb Raider skin. It looks so good. It actually looks exceptionally phenomenal. So we're going to go right back towards it here. As he's going to try to see if we can catch up towards him. Trying to get at least a little bit closer, trying to mend the gap. Not able to do it as I mean, he's just flying, making it super unpredictable for Spider to try to see if maybe he can counter it at all. For any which way, shape, or form here, not able to do a lot, and Yuan just making it harder for him to really be able to collect, connect, and finish off of anything that he's able to have and provide for him.
Oh, so unfortunate for Paste here. He gets caught out even though the ult goes out. Shaw at full health here, going to go through. He's going to just go for the dash immediately. Oh my goodness. Paste wanted that Realm of Yang so bad he finds it, but unfortunately, GG Shaw on the Justina just comes through and cleans up shop on him, ladies and gentlemen. Shaw here going to find himself a legendary set of armor as well as a legendary staff in the back pocket, and he's going to hold on to a purple set of fist blades, setting him up for a late game super well here on that Justina pick. We're going to move over to Pace now. 5 minutes remaining on that Yang depletion. No eliminations to his name. If he wants to maintain that first place position, he's going to have to come through and find himself a Soul Bloom, find himself an elimination very, very quickly. He's going to head over. He's going to do a little bit of shopping on another player's body that he knew where it was. Spider in the wings nearby in a very similar situation with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left remaining on that Yang depletion. Both of these players need to find a Soul Bloom to keep their game alive. And, you know, it's Spider desperately needs this here. This is the first game where he's shown any signs of life today. He's got 2 eliminations under his belt. He needs to make the most of this game if he wants to get back in here in the finals. Pace on the move, just moving around the edge here, looking for a potential pick, looking for those players who are coming in from the edge of the circle and trying to hug the circle as well. Wu Feng and JL's AIS over here. I don't think either player knows that the other is there. AIS might know that Wu Feng is there, but Wu Feng definitely doesn't know that he's there sitting in the backside in that invisibility bush. Paste, not going to see anybody here. Needs to be very careful about which fight he does pick. He's got 3 minutes and 55 seconds, so he's going to head back, maybe look for a way in as we move over to WBG. Spider here. He's coming in looking for the action. He's not going to shy away from a fight whatsoever because this is, of course, WBG Spider. As we head into Celestra, Spider knows he has the best opportunity of picking up an elimination here, or at least picking up a Soul Bloom to keep his game alive with 3 minutes left remaining till that Yang depletion sends him back to the lobby for a third time, Dobby.
Third time is really, really unfortunate here towards this, but still have a lot of momentum left here, but obviously the amount of time that you have is slowly dwindling away, knowing that we're at the third game, we're close to the half mark. We still got a lot of playtime left, but you just have to be a lot more careful in these final situations here. It's about to get a lot more hasty, and you got to be careful. You got to pay attention a little bit more towards this. Is now it's only going to get a little bit more hectic, a little bit crazier too, towards this final finish and this final push. Realistically, not the best. And that's fair. As we do see the grapple start to come in, though. Pace trying to see if maybe they can rotate this out a little bit. And it looks like there's so many people inside of Celestra. It's about to get real hectic towards this fight here. Let's see how hectic it really can be here as they start to see what type of development and dynamic they have, truly. If they can keep that same momentum going, though. Slowly start to close this in more and more. Pace trying to see if he can find another elimination here. He needs one. He's got 2 minutes left on the clock here before the Realm of Yang takes him and says, you are good for at least this game number 3. You need to relax and chill out. Meanwhile, T225 has the opportunity to overtake here as Yuan ends up absolutely destroying Spider with that pistol.
See it. This is not going to leave Spider in a great place. You know, he had 2 really bad games back to back. He needed to have a good game here to get his mental together, to start picking up some momentum to get back into the day. And unfortunately, you know, he finds 2 eliminations early, but now he's going to find himself sent back to the lobby. This is not the game Spider needed to find for himself. Hopefully, OUG's Mike can do a little bit better. He's on 2 eliminations as well. He's been at the bottom of the leaderboard all day. So he, too, needs to find a really strong game for himself here. Paced with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Also, after coming off of a huge game in the previous game, needs to find himself a Soul Bloom very quickly. But everybody in the lobby just playing keep away from S1's Pace as we head on into Ballista Watch. This is exactly where you don't want to be if you're Paced. Paced on the outside here, trying to bait, right? Paced moving to the outside here. Doesn't want to be inside that Bane's Breath. Also does, oh my goodness, speak of the devil, the Bane's Breath going to come down as he tries to pop a pot, and now Paced is completely on the back foot, but it might draw one of these other players in as he only has 36 seconds left remaining, but the Ballista comes in. He's only going to get the fire tick damage there because he does have the F up, but still the Ballista, always good for one, comes through. Pace taking a lot of tick damage there as he walks right into KLA's T225. We're going to see the ultimate invested. Pace going out into the zone. He knows what it is. He knows there's no time left for him to find the elimination. He has got to head on out here and hopefully deny somebody else that point, but there it is. Yeah, he's going to deny it. I didn't know if it was going to be enough time. T225 doesn't pick up the elimination. Pace will be heading back to the lobby. Rounded out, still sitting at that 19.4. KLA's T225 with 2 points and 19 score currently leading the lobby. EWG's Arano with 3 eliminations, though, closing the gap, sitting at a 15.5 as we get ready to head into Zone 5. Zone 4, 10 seconds till it collapses.
Definitely does not want to get caught in that, though, towards this, as Mike definitely has the advantage so far with that really insane Soul Bloom here. Absolutely throwing out all the spirits as much as possible and telling everybody, listen, if you want to come by and party with me, we can party, you know? I was going to say something along with the most recent news, but obviously that would be crazy. But even with everything going on here, it definitely has to be just a little bit more careful, a little bit more safe towards this. And obviously, it can be super, super hectic, especially towards the end of this. But let's see where that momentum lies, where it strings together, where it makes sense. Let's see where that advantage comes from here as Mike fighting this out here with T225. T225 was just trying to do a little bit of a drive-by and just says, hello, how are you? But let's say T225 wants, not a drive, but Mike wants some of the smoke. He wants some of that energy here as, you know, the other player doesn't necessarily want none of it at all, which is completely fair.
Oh, the totally Ballista shot onto T225 is brutal, Dobby.
You gotta run. Gotta get out of the way of it. Meanwhile, Arano cleans T225 up. So I'm telling you, you got to get away from that, man. That Ballista is not your best friend at all. Not friendly to you whatsoever in this moment here as Mike trying to take his time here.
That's super sad to see that. There was every chance that T225 breaks away there if it wasn't for that Ballista shot, but now he's on the move and his health is constantly ticking down. He tries to go for Tower Watch there to make something happen, but when you're so low, it's so hard. Mike gonna come back in here, pick up that legendary armor that he secured for himself. Jails AIS on the backside here. AIS with 1 elimination this time around, just trying to maintain his position in the top of the pack. But Arano climbing deeper and deeper here with 4 eliminations right now. 7 players left remaining in the lobby as we get ready to head into Zone 6 here soon. We're going to see that final Bane's Breath of the game going on in the background right now. 30 seconds until Zone 6 starts to collapse down. Mike now with that legendary dagger as well as the legendary set of armor, looking to make something happen for himself. So we're going to head on over here on to Tower Watch as well with that Bane's Breath just nearby. Mike with the legendary staff in the back pocket, going to pull it out, looks to make something happen as all of these skirmishes just start to break out between every single one of these players. Verse in the top side, getting some healing down for himself. Wants that reset. EWG's Arano more than happy with his place in life right now. 4 eliminations. He's on that Matari. He doesn't need to make himself a target, so he's just going to play the long game on the outskirts of the zone here. He's already secured himself a place in that next zone. He doesn't need to push anywhere. Somebody up top on the Ballista looking to find some shots onto somebody. AIS here taking a lot of damage. Some cannons coming through onto him. Mike is going to clank with him around the corner as well as we are yet again on Tower Watch. AIS trying to find that charged R&B with the legendary staff on the side of the tower here. Not quite able to find it over the top. Looks for the reset. Comes in off the staff. Needs to find it. But no, Mike's not going to give him the opportunity. Pistol shots coming in as well from the backside. Bow shots. Everybody in the lobby turns on to AIS. He's forced to burn the ultimate here. He's going to come through. He catches out onto Zhang Yuan here, but not going to be enough. The ult isn't going to buy him any protection here. The cannons and the bow shots ring true. Zhang Yuan cleans it up. Wu Fang up top on the Ballista. Going to find a couple couple of shots down there, but not do a ton of damage here. And he's going to take a lot of health from the zone tick, as we are now down to your top 6 players left remaining alive here in game number 3.
Time strike towards that is very good, obviously. But same thing with Pace, T225, and AIS. Both top 3 players are out of game number 3, which means that this is going to be huge for Verse, Fung, or Arano being able to take that first place slot, depending. Well, mainly Verse and Arano. Arano has obviously a very close shot. Verse, if he ends up catching maybe 2 or 3 more eliminations and then a first place finish, he definitely has a shot at taking it all the way up to the top slot as well towards this. Let's see if he takes his time here and really trying to see what type of maneuvers he really could do here, and maybe even catching one oddball out of this equation here, and see if maybe he can XYZ someone else towards this, but only time will tell. We're only going to start to continue to close in this gap little by little here. Yuan trying to see maybe he wants to strike towards this. Is Mike and Yuan having the same soul blooms here.
Different ones. Jean Yuan's got the nunchucks, Mike here with the staff.
Oh!
So you've got the Dragon's Roar and the Merciless Havoc coming through. Rano there with the other Soul Jade looking to get the silence off on a lot of people. Doesn't look like he's got the Merciless to follow it up, though. If he could pick up the elimination on the Mike and get that Merciless, he would be in a really good position to close out this game. But Mike right now with that golden focus there on the Merciless Havoc, just holding so much space. He's going to catch out Zhan Yuan and just send him flying into the zone. Zhan Yuan immediately comes back in looking to hold that space. Of course, he's got the Dragon's Roar on the nunchuck, so Mike's got to be very careful about how he approaches him there. Mike looking to set up the Merciless again, not quite going to be able to find it as the scale rush comes through and stops him from coming through. GG Shah with the freeze, going to buy himself a little bit of space here. Mike still trying to find up the perfect position to set up that Merciless, see if he can send somebody flying again like he did previously. Shah in the top side of the tree here, going to go airborne, looking for some pistol shots now, just sitting topside in the tree. He wants to play that long game as we have 40 seconds until zone 7 collapses. 6 players still remaining alive. Zhan Yuan there with the Dragon's Roar throwing it in Mike's direction. Mike now on the Merciless Havoc trying to do the same, doesn't quite hit Zhan Yuan at the maximum distance there. He's going to go down bot side and just continues to buy himself some space, as if you guys want to come after me, you're really going to have to want it here. Verse just looking for a reset on the top side of the hill here with that Fan Soul Jade, that Windy Trinity that we saw paced with last game. Wufeng on the top here, gonna find a reset for himself as well. Pistol shots ringing out from the tree above. I do believe it's gonna be GG Shah. Yes, it is. Zhan Yuan down below looking for a reset as well. Mike gonna eat a little bit of that other staff Soul Jade there, but more than happy to just keep holding space with the Merciless Havoc. But ladies and gentlemen, this is it, your final moments of the match. Zone 7 completely collapsing down now. Mike just holding his space down below, really wants to make the most of this Merciless while he has it, but he's going to get hit with the uppercut there, knocked into the zone, looks for a reset. Mike really slow playing this out. He's got the ult, but he wants to make something happen with the Havoc rather than feeling first to burn the ultimate here, but he's going to have to make a decision soon. There it is. Mike's going to go to the ultimate. He's going to go up. He's going to look for the full reset if he can, but no! Mike gets sent flying. He gets D-mech. This could be it for Mike here, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to remech back up. He's got to find some clean hits here. He looks for the reset. Oh my God, there's so much damage going out. Windy Trinity coming in. Zhan Yuan finds one. Mike finds one. Shah finds one. Mike goes down to the zone. Nobody picks up the elimination. I'm not sure who comes away with it, Davi.
I'm not sure either here with that amount of timing. I mean, everybody was able to at least successfully get a pick in some way, shape, or form. But it looks like it's going to be Zhan Yuan who ends up catching the dub here. I mean, he played that really exceptionally well throughout the entirety of this game. I think there was a lot of hiccups with certain different players, but I feel like Zhan Yuan with the Moongaze Terrace, Verdant Chasm, Woodhaven, and definitely Shrine of Waxing over in Arcadia. Arcadia is definitely going to be the prime time spot for this game. And so far, game 4 is already looking to be a very strong case of absolute destruction. And let's see what happens here. Just like you said, good, clean, Naraka fun.
Paste here off to a start into jails AIS here with those fist blades. Gonna land the jump parry into AIS. Absolutely huge damage coming through over the top side there with the jumping LB from those fist blades. AIS will find the armor swap into the white armor, trying to find his way into this fight. The F gonna be invested on the side of Paste, looking for the charged LMB. Not quite gonna connect. AIS gonna lose the armor yet again. He's gonna walk into it a second time, forced to burn the F. Pace keeps the hunt going here. Needs to find a good clean scale rush. But now TE Star comes through. A parry in, and it's going to be a jumping LB to clean up the elimination. Star, though, will be the one who gets the soul bloom, but Pace very quickly rips the armor off of TE Star. Star finding a huge entrance in there with the Hong Sword into the aerial combo, but the armor swap for Pace into the F with the damage reduction is going to be clean here for Pace. Pace looking to find a second elimination right here off the bat, 10% away from that ultimate. Pace been fighting a little bit longer. He's going to find it before our boy TE Star does. Now looking to go in. Star keeping the tap dodge away. The ult's going to come in. Star's going to find his very soon, though, but Pace needs one more hit here. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. He's not even going to burn the ultimate. He's going to come through very clean double elimination for S1's Pace right off the rip, Dobby.
Wow. Pace, I don't know what's going on. Maybe you caught the first taste of blood and now you're just blood hungry, but goodness gracious, I'm a little scared. As we're going to push in towards this here, GG Shaw trying to see if he can capitalize on this moment here as KLA C225 is a little bit low here. It looks like he's going to take the opportunity here to pop one of the smaller shields to let his heals heal up over time. It looks like he's finally going to be able to catch up to him, though. Almost was able to capture him with the dagger here. And it looks like now it's just about scale rushing it, trying to see if he can escape and try to get as far away as possible here. As KL ends up getting grappled, which is unfortunate. Trying to see if he can get away just little by little, but nice little flick to be able to try to connect to it, but it looks like it's not going to be able to do a lot there. Ends up finding the gray shield just to be able to do enough here. There's no way that they miss him while he's hanging. Oh! T225 finds him. Meanwhile, back inside on the outskirts, headed towards where the rocks are, near the Shrine of Waxing inside of Arcadium. It's going to be Arano fighting this out with. It's going to be Yuan. Yuan was playing exceptionally well last game here. Looks like he went for the repair there on his blades here. Looks like he's going to take his time here, trying to see if maybe he can capitalize on that moment here. Arano just trying to see if he can time it right, at least for the parry, but Sally was unable to here. Trying to take his time as he ends up popping the F key just so he can be able to just try to fly out of here. And Yuan is like, yo, where you going, buddy? Where do you think you're going? Nice little swipe. Gets the finish. Sends him flying like prepare for the speed of light. Say yes and prepare to fight. Yeah, that's right. Anyway.
AC Jean Yuan here, picking up his first elimination, trying to carry that momentum in the next game. KLA's T25 going to find one on to GG Shaw as well, but now X1's Wu Fang coming in at T225, going to use teleport very quickly to just break away here, wants to break the ankles of Wu Fang. Wu Fang not quite sure where he went. T225 going to look for the full reset here. Wu Fang will lose T225, so T225 going to take the opportunity to take a full reset, repair his weapon, and everything. We're going to hear the bell pop from the side. Wu Fang going to take some pistol shots, this time from T225, who's looking to aggressively come in here onto Wu Fang. Wu Fang trying to scale rush away here, knows he doesn't have the advantage anymore and wants no part of it. So he's going to break away as we take back over to S1's Pace here. Pace still holding on to that ultimate from that first engagement, setting himself up for success, looking to head in to his next fight here. Just doing a little bit of looting up for himself. He does have 2 eliminations right off that rip, so setting himself up for big success here in our game number 4. Jails AIS looking to come down. See Star down below with those purple nunchucks. Maybe he's going to find a way into this fight. Decides not to, as he starts to break away. We're going to go over to DRG's Fong and WBG Spider. Fong being forced here out of the zone, trying to use that teleport to create some distance. Fong coming on over to the water here, will get a couple of hits in. Spider not too scared to keep the pressure up, though, just continues to chase over back to S1's Pace and X1's Wu Fang. Pace and Wu Fang going to trade blows here. Wu Fang with the ult active here, will catch Pace down, but Pace, though, has the ultimate, will pop into it. Wu Fang trying to come in, get some pressure up. Pace dashing away, goes for the V2, not quite going to find it. The ult going to come through, but Pace going to be able to armor through with the jumping LMB. Now Wu Fang comes in, going to get caught out here by Pace. Absolutely huge as Pace follows it up with the double jump LMB. We're going to see Wu Fang send Pace into the zone. Wu Fang trying to play gatekeep here, but Pace looking to come in, trying to find the Tiger Leap to close it out. Wu Fang going airborne. Pace with the grapple follow-up, though. Now Wu Fang on a huge back foot here is able to find some huge damage. damage there on to our boy Pace. Will find the elimination, and Pace goes down with just enough time before Zone 2 collapses to resurrect and keep his game alive. DRG's Fong on the back foot here as Spider chases him back into the zone. Wu Fang nearby as well, not sure where Fong is going to go. Forced to use the teleport. Both him and Spider really low. Spider's got to play this very carefully. If he goes too hard for this kill onto Fong, he could find himself getting eliminated at low health by Wu Fang here. Wu Fang going to turn onto him. Spider hasn't taken the time for the reset. This could be the end of Spider's lobby if he dies. No, he has just enough time before he goes down. Oh my goodness, Spider risked it all there. It could have been really bad for him as we head over to JL's AS and Fun Plus Phoenix's verse, fighting it out for the realm of Yang.
Which I'm curious as to why, but that's okay. As they end up scattering here, it looks like T225 is going to remain victorious and being able to get inside of the realm of Yang here. And it looks like he's not going to be, well, I mean, at least that patient. At least I don't think so here. Ooh, no, there's a little bit of a Goldie right there. Question is what's the magical question now? Does he go inside? Yes, he does. He's going to take his time going in there, too. He's going to take his sweet nilly-dilly time, too. Goodness gracious. God, he would never gonna get up in there. Never gonna get it. SKTLST225 is going to go airborne here, trying to see if he can get some shots here. His versus maybe he's going to try to connect onto that. Unfortunate, though. Towards that, trying to see if he can find the LMB. Not going to be able to push forward, though, as he does try to scale at least closer onwards towards it. Does the quick switch for the musket, ends up missing both sides. Nice charges on both sides. Ends up getting shoulder checked, though, as Verse is going to be able to catch him on this side here. Nice little blue focus to be able to capture a beautiful strike here. Try to see if you can hit him with that same musket. Ends up missing it. You might have to drop the musket, buddy. I don't know if that's necessarily for you. D225 tries to see if he can connect, tries to see if he can disconnect towards this, maybe trying to get some shields. Oh, ends up doing a nice little turnaround on the Verse here. Beautiful combo in the midst of catching him midair here with the dagger. Ends up coming around here towards this. Nice shoulder check to be able to counter it again. Nice Q to be able to counter that as well. Trying to see if maybe he can time it right towards it as he ends up popping the ult. T225 trying to see if maybe he can capture the finish here. Get this going. 53 seconds left on the clock here. It takes one move. It takes one switch. Oh, and just like that, the amount of the pattern. T225 is on the wrong side of the tracks, and just like that, Verse captures the swish, catches him off the backstretch, looks right behind him and says, "Oh, that there, nah," and just gets that finish and says, "See you later, buddy."
OG's Mike here now inside our other realm of Yang, using that ult to create some distance here, trying to find the wisp. Of course, the Temi off here between Zhang Yuan and Mike. Zhang Yuan going to come in and find some clean hits there off of the fan. Mike trying to find something here, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Zhang Yuan now on the back foot, fan v fan here, but Mike with 1 HP and a dream. Both of them with 1 HP. It's going to be down. No, the clink. It's just a little bit more damage for Zhang Yuan. He has just a little bit more HP. He comes out on top as he sends Mike back out with Yang depletion. Zhang Yuan finds an elimination inside the realm of Yang. Going to find some serious upgrades for himself as well. He's going to pick up his first legendary weapon, being a spear, as we get ready to head into Zone 2, collapsing onto Zone 3 in the next minute. He's also going to pick himself up a bounty. No way. Was Mike also his bounty? Oh my goodness, his bounty target. He meets him inside the realm of Yang. He's able to come out and get himself yet another bounty. T225 out here with the Yang depletion, doing a little bit of breaking some pots here, looking to get as much Darktide coins as he can. He needs to find any advantage he can to keep his game alive here. He needs to go find an elimination for himself and a Soul Bloom very quickly, as we're going to see him head back top side, ring the bell, see if anybody's nearby, and head on out there as we move over to OUG's Mike and Zhang Yuan. The rematch between both of these players here. Zhang Yuan, of course, with the buff, so just a little bit of advantage here on the Mike. Mike, they're going to take quite a bit of damage there from that legendary spear. Mike is going to break away. The whisk comes through, though. This is huge for Mike. This could be exactly what he needs to keep the game alive. The re-ult from the side of Zhang Yuan. Now, Temi v Temi going head-to-head here. The fan comes through, but the uppercut coming in from Zhang Yuan. So much damage. Mike goes so low. The parry, there's no place to go. Zhang Yuan picks up the second elimination, comes out on top, and that's going to be it for OUG Mike as he gets sent back to the lobby yet again here in game number 4.
Such an unfortunate finish, though. Tries to dive in as much as possible, but sadly was not able to successfully get that finish. Like I said before, it's really surprising to see some of the top players that we talk about so consistently, both Spider and Mike, struggling in these games here. You know, like I said before, it was definitely a turn and seeing something different that I was not expecting, was seeing him really struggle to capture, counter, and everything else. Usually, you know, we see such confident Mike here where he's really kind of like, not necessarily goofing off, but he really does have that energy like, yeah, I can do what I want to. And in these certain games here, they're trying to show Mike that no, like, you're going to have to work like everybody else. Meanwhile, if you look back inside, it looks like we're going to be headed straight towards Imperium here as GG Shaw is in the midst of fighting this out here with so many different people here. Everybody just kind of scouring around, trying to see if maybe they can capture a free pick. Meanwhile, Fang and KLAC225 also trying to figure this out as well here. Nice strikes to be able to come through with that finish. Oh, KLAC225 ends up catching with the juggle. And it looks like he's going to be able to catch him in the juggle yet again as well with the gray shield. Oh, and he ends up turning him around, led again. Dangerously low. T225 ends up catching the beautiful whisk from the nunchucks. Captures the finish with the blue focus in the LMB and is able to say, see you later, buddy. I appreciate you. The crazy part is they both really had such a different dynamic, but still was able to end it almost the same way.
Yeah, absolutely huge there. The turnaround with the nunchucks was really clean on his part, holding there for that R&B off the nunchucks as well, knowing that the tech chase on stand-up is there. Really clean stuff coming in from T225, able to just get himself a clean soul bloom without having to worry about a third party. Very rarely do you come back out with Yang depletion and just find a good, clean 1v1. That's exactly what T225 needed to find to keep himself alive in this game. It also gives him his second elimination, which sets him up for success here. Zhang Yuan looking for his fifth elimination, though. He's already got 4 going in on GG Shaw. Shaw turning it around, though, with those fist blades coming down from the top. But now Zhang Yuan in a little bit of trouble as TE Star looks to turn on him, and T225 trying to turn on to GG Shaw. The white shield swap not going to do him a lot of favors here as T225 comes in with those nunchucks, finds the uppercut combo. We're going to see Wu Fang trying to come through the window, but a little bit of movement grief there as he just decides, all right, maybe this wasn't the fight for me. Shaw comes in with the F, will land it on to T225. T225 going to go for the teleport there. Will find some damage there onto Shaw. T225 backing off to take a reset as Wu Fang comes in, and Shaw with yet another white armor swap, but a parry this time by T225, knowing he doesn't have anything to get away from it. GG Shaw with another white armor swap comes through. Who's going to pick up the elimination, though? Will it be T225 or Wu Fang? We're going to see T225 trying to come in, trying to clutch it out here. Wu Fang also trying to make it happen. Shaw needs to break away, and it looks like he was able to break the ankles of both of these players, keeping his game alive. But Shaw and T225 on the hustle, keeping it moving here as we head on into the realm of Yang. It's going to be S1's Pace versus Fun plus Phoenix here. Fun plus Phoenix with the ult coming through. Where does she Shaw get eliminated, unfortunately, to the Yang depletion. Nobody picks up the elimination. Pace trying to keep the game alive here. Will be able to land that jumping left click, but the ult continues to come in from Verse. Verse trying to make it happen. The F comes through. Pace, nothing he can do here. He's got no ult charges left. Wait, he turns it around. Pace finds his third elimination and comes out on top in the realm of Yang.
What a finish as Pace able to play exactly how he's been playing so far here, really keeping that same momentum and that energy the way he's been doing here. And with that gold shield and those gold dual halberds, I mean, he's able to continue to do exactly what he has been doing here. I mean, what a successful push and successful find. Man, it's been doing good for him here. Pace playing the game of his life here, and it's only game 4. He's really good clutching. His timing has been phenomenal. His executions have been amazing. I mean, he really has been able to find it. And that's kind of the beautiful thing about this game here, is when you really do have that momentum and you just have that confidence pushing into it, you know exactly what you can do with and without. Let's see if they can continue to find that same rotation here and see if they can rotate it towards something equally, if not even better.
You're getting your surfing, Dobby. You're not even excited.
Oh, man. Finally. And sadly, it does get cut short, which is unfortunate. That's the thing. See, I want to see them actually ride it. You know what I'm saying? Like for a long period of time, not like a couple seconds, and then somebody tries to like throw them off the waves. Man, quit throwing me off the waves. The waves are what makes me poor and keeps me sane, man. Meanwhile, back at it, AIS trying to see if he can hold strong here. I'm trying to see if maybe he can find it, and it's just sadly. Oh, nice heads trying to catch that. Not trying to get caught up with the third party, though. It's really not going to be a good look for him, though, especially with that bow hitting him from the back. Oh, as AIS ends up getting caught in the corner. He ends up getting away. Oh, not for long, though, as now Pace is now caught on the wrong side of all that fire, as the fire attack damage is going to cause a lot of damage. And now it's not looking good, as First trying not to get caught with the cannons as well towards this. It's not looking good for him as AIS trying to capture something, but sadly it's not able to here, and he knows he has to escape, but it's not going to be good as both of them end up just duking down right in front of him and captures the elimination, man. That's tough for him. AIS says cowabunga, bro.
Oh my goodness, S1's pace here on to Funpless Phoenix's Verse. Verse in a bit of a situation here as his ult's about to run out. He's going to get a couple of hits here on to Pace, but Pace going to keep the chase going. A clean grapple coming through from Pace on the chase to Verse. Verse has got to find a way to break away. He's extremely vulnerable to a fight here with Pace. Pace canceling the grapple early, doing a really good job of sticking with Verse rather than following through the rest of the way. Able to get some clean hits in. Pace, though, with some movement errors here, might give Verse the space that he needs to get away. Pace not quite sure where he's gone off to. Those movement errors might have just cost him an elimination. KLA's T225 on the backside here sees Zhang Yuan, who is off to another rip of a game, by the way. He's moved all the way up into third place. He was our MVP last game, and he already has 5 eliminations as we get ready to head into Zone 4. We're going to see our first late game Bane's Breath get ready to come through, and Zhang Yuan already has 5 eliminations under his belt. This could be a huge game for him if he's able to keep that momentum going forward. Rano, topside here with those legendary nunchucks, legendary armor. 1 elimination for himself there inside the realm of Yang, and it really serving him well. Really gets him set up for that late game with that equipment he needed. WBG Spider keeping his game alive here. Double eliminations is going to come through, find himself a bounty scroll. It looks like it is going to move on to, is that a Rano that it's on? It may be EWG's Rano that's on. Paste on the outs here. Legendary dual blades, legendary armor. Not quite sure if he has the Cav Bloom or not. He does have the Cav Bloom. This is what he was just talking about over in chat as well, right? You have these early game weapons like the Fist Blades that are really strong just as a raw weapon, right? Like if you were just a weapon to weapon, Fist Blades pretty much are the meta right now. But once you get those legendary weapons under your belt, they're giving you more damage. Once you get those soul jades, we talk about it all the time, those soul jades of destiny, right? Cav Bloom being one of them is you switch things up very quickly. You drop the Fist Blades behind unless you've got the soul jades. Speaking of soul jades, Arano here with the legendary soul jade there for his Fist Blade, so he's not going to be leaving him behind anytime soon. And again, as we talk about the Soul Jades of Destiny really dictating the pace of the game. We saw it in the last game, right, with the Merciless Havoc, with the Dragon's Roar on the nunchucks as well. It just buying so much space in the final circle. Those Soul Jades really just controlling the pace of the late game. And we're going to see a lot of players here looking to not engage right now because, again, we talked about that early game's Bane's Breath, or that first late game Bane's Breath that's getting ready to come through. So these players trying to play safe. They don't want to get caught out in that Bane while they're stuck in the middle of a fight. There it is. You can hear the Bane roaring in the background as all the players move away and look to set up for the next zone, Dobby.
It's like even with that too, it still could be like super hectic with certain instances. And obviously you do have to kind of time it to be just a little bit smart. It's a little bit smart. And now even with that, let's see if they can qualify for it, and let's see if they can be just a little bit more smarter towards this, since they're going to be able to capitalize on it. In terms of what makes sense here, now it's all about reading into it as much as possible here. Let's see if they can find stretches towards this and take his time. As Arano, it looks like he's getting caught up with so many pellets, trying not to get caught up into it too badly here. He's gonna have to read towards this a little bit more. It's Verse trying to see if they can separate themselves as well towards a lot of the hecticness here. It really can go really insane depending on what type of vibe it's really going with here. Obviously, it can get very hasty with all this, as you do have to kind of pay attention. Verse, Pace, T225, everybody just within that drawstring here. Trying to see if they can close it out just a little bit more here. A little bit more on the hectic side here, but can really clutch this up towards the final stretch as Pace. Trying to see if they maybe can get a little bit of some action inside of it, but not able to do a whole lot. Now with that timing here, they still have to kind of prove it together here. Spider, he popped his ulti. Oh, but it's not enough as he ends up getting...
Oh my goodness, T225 with the snipe there, picks up his 3rd elimination and sends WBG Spider back to the lobby. Yet again, the Titans, man. WBG Spider and OUG's Mike struggling today. And Spider came in off such of a good week. He was #1 seed coming into the tournament today. Super unfortunate to see our two top players just struggling to make it happen today. Verse on the back foot now. Arano keeping the chase up here, coming in with the pistol. Not going to be able to land the shots he was looking for. He's going to go for it there off the fist blades, but not going to connect onto it. Arano might need to back off. No, he's going to come in with the scale rush. He's going to be able to get that fire tick onto him as well. Arano, though, wants to keep the pressure up on to Verse here, trying to come in and lock it down. Will find a couple of hits there between both Wu Fang and Verse, but Verse on the outside just trying to break ankles, keeping things moving around these buildings. Arano ends up in the Wisp, though. Oh my god, so many range shots come through from Arano. Arano, though, only going to take that one musket shot, going to come over and look for the reset as the other players continue to try to break away. We are down to your top 6 as Zone 5 will be collapsing on to Zone 7 in the next 60 seconds. We are going to see your last Bane's Breath of the game getting ready to come through, and many of these players smack dab in the middle of it. Pace trying to stay on the edge here. Wu Fang on the other side, as we're going to see Arano coming in, trying to get the fire tick off onto some of these players there from that grappling Soul Jade. Not quite able to find it. The cannon shots coming through. John Yuan almost eats a Bane there. Is able to avoid it at the last second. Arano coming through. You've got to be careful with these grapples as you pass through these Bane's Breath. You can get caught out any single second. Wu Fang being the first of which who gets caught out here. It's going to cost him all of his armor, and Verse wants to capitalize on it. Verse, though, forced away as the Bane's Breath comes down, almost doing the same to him. Wu Fang trying to find something at range here, breaking away. Verse giving him a little bit of a break here inside the Bane's Breath. Pace moving across here, looking to put some pressure onto Arano. TT25 just trying to play at range there with the musket. He was able to, of course, snipe that kill away onto WBG Spider, and a really good game for him. This is what I talked about. TT25 playing for consistency until he gets over that 30-point threshold, and sure enough, he's been very consistent all day, still maintaining just a 0.4-point deficit behind Pace, who's in that first place.
223s. It's definitely starting to close in that gap a little bit more. 23.4 to 23. It's going to be good to see if any of that is going to be very, very helpful for them towards these final fights here as we slowly start to close in this gap here as Arano trying to see if maybe he can capture another elimination onto maybe somebody, depending on what they could potentially do. Oh, as Arano ends up getting sent back, says, see you later, buddy. You thought you had the opportunity, but not today. As he slowly starts to squeeze this in little by little here as Yuan all the way towards that, tries to see if he can ricochet just a little bit longer. They love to see exactly how they can try to do certain things here as they try to close in this gap little by little here as they're just trying to see what type of vibe everybody else is doing here. As you see from Verse very much paying attention here as some of those bouncing cannonballs aren't necessarily helpful for you sometimes. As Verse trying to rotate this out, they're definitely paying attention to, oh no, he ends up getting caught by everybody at the same time. The small tornado was able to capture him inside of that. He ends up floating like a nice fresh piece of straight chicken straight from the grocery store. And he ends up getting...
Wu Fang is still alive here with the double eliminations. Zhang Yuan also in here. Zhang Yuan, 6 eliminations right now, off to an absolutely crazy game. If he keeps this up, he might find himself going in the double digits. If he picks up every elimination in the lobby, he could be the first to 10 we've seen in a long time. Wu Fang here taking a lot of range damage, and Zhang Yuan looking to keep the pressure up here, coming through. Wu Fang trying to turn it on to Zhang Yuan, but the cannon shots all coming in on Wu Fang. Wu Fang, no place to go. You can bet Zhang Yuan gonna try to come in and capitalize on it. No, Pace just trying to make it happen. Wu Fang with the ult into the zone, and thankfully the tick doesn't apply. He's in yet again. No tick again. Wu Fang keeps it alive, but it's T225 who cleans it up, and now Pace so close to death. The Cloud Weaver, though, gonna save him here as he tries to come in with the V2. Oh my goodness, this all come together. Cloud Weaver on Arano, though, gonna absolutely rock Pace. Pace just trying to keep it alive. 1 HP in a dream. He needs to land this V2 if he wants to live. He's not gonna catch anyone with it, and it's Arano who picks up the elimination here. The Cloud Weaver going in yet again, gonna slide in, pick himself up the Soul Bloom, and just like that, we're down to your top 3.
Top 3, Arano, T225, and Yuan able to time this out. This is going to be really good for both play styles here. 21.9 for Yuan. Yuan currently here as we keep it in on him as Arano is going to be able to pop his ulti here, using this for his opportunity for him to be able to scatter away just so he can get some heals going and make it harder for all the other players to try to capture him here. And it looks like they're going to be both heading towards a nice reset here. 24%. Trying to see if they can close in this in just little by little here as we have 47 seconds left on the clock before the circle tick starts to close in here. Knowing that they're in the back stretch here, Trying to time him with the parry. Not going to be able to do a lot. Looks like Yuan just trying to see if they can capture it towards something here. Nice cannon trying to see if they can connect, and it was able to. Oh, catches Yuan mid-air here. Nice little bit of a swipe. Not able to do too much here. Especially with that pistol. Trying to see if they can create a little bit of some damage here, but it's not going to be a lot. Oh, nice cannon. Maybe to technically connect onto that one, but not too much. It looks like it's going to be real tight. Rune, expectations. What do you think about this top 3 roster right now? I think this is a really good roster. It could go any way.
Ooh, Arano getting knocked to the edge here. There's nothing Arano can really do. Oh, no, he's got the gold armor swap at the side, but no HP. If they can keep him in the zone, it's really bad. Cloudweaver coming in from T225. Oh, my goodness, T225 just sets it up. The parry from Arano, though, on the Cloudweaver, though, was absolutely huge. T225 going to pop the ult here, trying to land that Cloudweaver again, but Arano really on the back foot here. T225 forced to burn the ultimate, though. Zhang Yuan in a really good place, has ult. The F here, trying to land the Wisp here onto T225. Arano, though, with the scale rush down, is not going to make it happen. Arano, though, will catch Zhang Yuan with the scale rush. Finally, T225 trying to come in. The ult going to be locked in there from the side of Zhang Yuan. Zhang Yuan is a great place, but we will see the Hadi ult invested. T225 just trying to get back in. Can't. The Wisp going to lock him out. T225 in. He's got 1 HP in a dream, but it's Arano who picks up the elimination. Zhang Yuan trying to make it happen. Arano, though, going to come in here on the Hadi ultimate and no! Oh my goodness, Zhang Yuan has the Soul Jade, ladies and gentlemen! No way! He clutches it out! Oh my god, he's had it in the back pocket the entire game!
Took his time with it, really holding strong for it, knowing he had a perfect time for him to be able to pull that out. And ladies and gentlemen, decent amount of loot. Let's hope that they get something really good here. Rune, I'm gonna need you to take it away because I need a moment.
I got you, buddy.
Water.
OUG's Mike here on the back foot. Pace already pressuring in. Mike, unfortunately, not off to a good start. There we go. No, he's found some armor, but Pace is going to keep him away from getting to it. There we go. He's going to slide in. Finally, get his hand on it. Pace going to come through. Pop the F immediately to get away there. The slap from Pace, the disrespect, the crouch under the horizontal from the longsword. Pace absolutely putting the brakes down on OUG's Mike. What a crazy fight already off the rip. Pace coming in with the catch uppercut. Mike into the armor swap, but I don't think it's going to be enough as Pace just continues to get the read left, right, and center on Mike. Mike trying to come across and find himself another armor swap. Going to go for the double freeze, catches Pace out. Might keep him alive here. Pace needs to keep the chase going, but he's got no grapples here. Mike trying to pressure away, will find a reset, and Pace going to take the time to do the same here. Needs to find some grapples if he wants to keep the chase up. Mike with 12 in the back pocket here, looks to potentially turn things back around here onto Pace as he finds a little bit of a reset here. Unfortunately, he needs resources. He needs armor if he wants to keep this fight going. Tries to go in for the scale rush. Not going to quite make it through the window like he was looking for. Will go through. Pace with the clank, though, onto Mike. Mike yet again getting pushed into the corner. Forced to pop the F immediately here, and Pace now trying to come through. He's going to get frozen by Pace off of the pistol shots here. He will find an armor swap for himself, but Pace comes in, cleans it up with the R&B there off of the staff. Mike gets sent airborne. Pace with the follow-up R&B off of it. Mike 1 HP in a dream goes away, and Pace sends it home. He had the read every single time on OUG's Mike as we head over to Tessa versus Zipping Yang.
It's going to be a really nice feature towards this, though, especially being able to get such a dynamic finish here off of this one. Trying to see if he could read it as KLAC225 is able to get a nice combo, but sadly wasn't able to continue on with that combo here, as Star was able to find at least a gray shield swap here towards this. Might be able to find that blue potentially. Oh, beautiful parry. Is able to push him right towards the offside here, towards it with Star off the wall here. Has to be very, very careful here as he ends up catching him off the scale. Oh, beautiful scale. Beautiful combo. Is able to catch him on the outskirts here. Not able to do too much as he ends up going back up on the ceiling. Oh, he ends up catching him with the stun, the blue lock, the blue finish, but he wasn't able to finish it off as much as he absolutely needed to here. He's going to be able to rush right on in towards the inside here. He's going to be able to throw it right towards the wall here. Star ends up getting bullied right towards this. He says, hey, Zipping, how you doing here? The difference, though, is that when you're Zipping, it's really, really hard to get this elimination. He said, good luck, you thought. He said, maybe not, maybe so. I am the reason that you might go. Meanwhile, and look, just like that, he is Star is able to turn around with that, gets the finish, gets the elimination, and he's back in the game.
Dobby, I'm having Vietnam flashbacks, buddy. As we head on over to S1's Paste and EWG's Arano. Trading blows here. Paste trying to keep that pressure up right now. He does not want to slow down one bit. No ult zone in play here. So all of these players just taking it to the neutral. Arano gonna get sent up into the ice block and stunned into the combo of Paste. Paste now, though, being put in the corner here by AIS from Team JL. Paste got to be very careful. He's got ult available, but unfortunately the no ult zone's going to lock him down, and JL's AIS is going to pick up the elimination.
Even with that towards it, let's see if they can keep that same momentum going here. Trying to see if they can find it a Spider. Oh, ends up getting caught with 3 beautiful combo strikes here as he's going to be able to force the ulti here. Trying to see if he can time it a Star. Just trying to see if he can close this gap out, and it looks like he was able to just in the nick of time. Just for him to be able to struggle to try to get the heals here. A Star. Looks like he's going to keep that same momentum tennis towards Spider here. Nice hits coming through as he's going to be able to dodge him right towards that right section here. And Spider just trying to separate and just trying to get away as best as possible here. But here comes that chase that we talk about all the time here. When you have the opportunity for a really nice chase, is able to capture the double grapple towards that. Is able to find a great shield swap, at least able to find something towards this, though. The question is that going to be enough? As he does end up getting destroyed by those dual hellboards, forcing him to decide, you know what, maybe this isn't the place for me to be. Maybe I should dip out of this. Maybe I should call it. I don't think this is worth it. And just like that, he's able to scoundrel up as much of that materials as possible here. Captures the finish and keeps it going. Meanwhile, with Yuan, able to get the finish from what we just missed onto AIS.
Star caught out in the Wisp Spider, able to come in here. He did pick up the legendary weapon there from the puzzle, trying to turn it here onto Star. Spider looking for the scale rush as we see the F and ultimate invested on the side of Star. Star just able to keep it going. Like I said, Vietnam flashbacks here. Seeing the zipping with a massive parry, though, is going to go for the RMB. Doesn't go for the follow-up of the parry. Really smart there on the side of Star, knowing that Spider has that F potential still available. Spider going to take quite a little damage here, though, off the uppercut there. Spider has a Wisp in the back pocket, but Star cleans up the elimination, is going to pick up that legendary spear and finds his second elimination of the game. Zipping is taking people to town, Dobby.
Zipping giving him a nice spring vacation. Very mindful. Absolutely insane here. We're going to look back here, seeing as Pace is going to be rotating. Trying to see if maybe they can close in the gap in some way, shape, or form here. Let's see if they can figure this out. For a lot of different things. It's not just kind of one thing. It's more so for the others. Let's see if they can work towards it and maybe be able to just be good enough to pick it apart. Just with time and everything else that's been going on here, trying to see if they can rotate it around. And it looks like now you're going to be able to try to close the gap more and more. Here is GG Shaw. Going to try to reprimand this as much as possible. GG Shaw trying to find it little by little here. Meanwhile, Shaw working towards it just to be able to clutch it towards the corner. Nice little push. Trying to see if they can capture the shoulder check here. Pops the ulti just to be able to maybe throw him off a little bit more here. Oh no, ends up catching him off with the stun here. And it looks like he might be able to stop him just before the stun really commences here. Oh no, it's not looking good for Shaw. He ends up getting absolutely shredded by it. Question is, can he get inside that just to be able to maybe be able to get out of it? It's not looking good for him. Shaw's going to try to close in. Oh, he actually ends up missing it. And he ends up coming in just in the nick of time. The clutch couldn't be any better for him, and a little sigh of relief.
Yeah, oh my goodness, Shaw there, riding everything on making it into the realm of Yang there. If he wasn't able to make it inside, that could have been his game right then and there. You see Zhang Yuan, though, not the player you want to see inside the realm of Yang, given how much he's been tearing it up the last couple games. Already 2 eliminations under his belt. Shaw, though, with those fist blades, trying to make a play here, waiting for the scale rush. Both players waiting for the other to make the move. There we go. It's going to be Shaw who makes it first. Zhang Yuan very patiently just holding onto the space there, tries to make some pistol swap. Will find the charge RMB there off of the longsword, and Shaw, even though he's got the weapon advantage here, still on the losing end here. Zhang Yuan just in another space, will come in. The F going to be invested by Zhang Yuan here. Liam, no ult invested just yet. He's waiting for that opportune moment. There it is. The ult's going to come out. We're going to see the space come down. He's going to lock it down, but Shaw's able to avoid it here. Zhang Yuan, 1 charge left there on the ultimate's got to play it safe. Unfortunately, there it is. He's going to lock it down. Will he be able to clutch it out on Shaw? He gets the uppercut there off of the ult. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. The re-grapple. There it is. Zhang Yuan. Wait, why is Shaw not taking like any damage? Hold up. Shaw goes so low here. 1 HP in a dream. Jean Yuan just needs to clink anything. Gale Rush looking for the pistol shot. Jean Yuan, 1 HP in a dream for Shaw. Shaw gets the clip, and there it is. Jean Yuan comes out on top for his 3rd elimination inside the realm of Yang.
I think I know why. He might have had that one soul jade where, you know, if you're dangerously low, it gives you a little bit of a boost of health towards the final end of that section. You know,
he might have. He was up in the air where we couldn't see him, so it could have popped.
That's like the only thing that I could really see in terms of how is he still alive towards that. I think it's something like that mostly. Even towards that here, Yuan trying to see if he can get some nice shots here to maybe be able to work towards this. Oh, nice parry to get that work towards it and gets that finish. Beautiful, beautiful moment here. Yuan trying to see if they can work towards it as well. Sadly not able to do too much here as he was able to capture that combo. Oh, nice pistol and a nice strike to be able to capture it now. Looks like Pace is on the wrong side of the chopping block here. Because now they're going to try to close in that gap little by little. He pops his ulti. He also pops his ulti. And now it's about who's going to be the fastest. Oh, Yuan ends up getting absolutely thrown into Flourition here. It's not looking good as now he ends up getting scale rushed straight towards the next fight here. Ooh, almost had him towards that next hit. Actually ends up juking both of them. As Pace actually is going to be able to fight this out with him. Oh no, he ends up getting striked. He ends up getting the shot. He gets finished. Oh, that's unfortunate as Mike comes through out of nowhere here with that next strike, though, trying to see if they can capture it. Oh, and he ends up catching 2.
Yeah, this is huge for OUG's Mike here. He needs both of those. Jean Yuan, though, still in the game. He's got the Vermilion Birds Mike. He's going to keep that game alive. TE Star here on 3 eliminations on Zping as well. Not only does Star have Zipping, the ultimate I'm not gonna die, I have infinite healing. Instead of taking Vermilion, he takes White Tiger's prowess to get even more passive healing. Star being an absolute menace on the Zping pick right now, as we see WBG Spider wanting nothing to do with that. He is gonna break entirely away from this fight. It says, "Okay, thanks, bye." On over to OUG's Mike here. Looking to trade blows with X1's Wu Fang. Wu Fang on the bottom side here. Also, Jean Yuan nearby having respawned. Jean Yuan with 3 eliminations right now. Shaw so low as we cut over, though. Forced into the ultimate, trying to lock it down onto Spider, trying to get any healing that he can to keep it away. But TE Star going to come in. The armor swap for GG Shaw. Shaw just trying to keep his game alive right now. The Yang depletion, though, means he's going to be in a bad position. He's got 1:46 to find himself a Soul Bloom. And everybody in the lobby locks down onto him. Shaw uses an ult charge there. He's got 1 left in the tank. He's going to send it flying. There it is. Shaw, 1 HP in a dream. No ult in the back pocket, just an F available. There's so many players looking to capitalize on it, but Shaw finds a little cubby hole. He's able to get 1 pot off, but Star comes in on top of him. The F comes through. Shaw, no place to go, and Verse picks up the elimination.
What a finish. What a find towards that, though. Only can get that making look even better than before. Trying to see if they can maybe finish off this combo here as AIS, trying to see if he can not get caught up as well. Very dangerous situation for him to be in his Wufang. He's going to be able to dodge out of that just for him to be able to glide out nice and fast. Has to be careful towards that one here as you look at Wufang. It looks like they're going to head towards it. Oh no, but the Scale Rush is going to be able to stop that movement here. Make it a little bit harder for him to be able to clutch it up just a little bit more towards that. Tries to see if maybe there's any type of advantage that he could get here as he's able to try to read it. And he's able to read that towards Wufang here. And it's not looking good for him here as he's waiting for the Scale Rush. The Scale Rush is able to do it, but who gets the elimination? It is going to be Yuan. Nice. Question is he going to be able to do the same thing for AIS here? 4 eliminations deep. Is in the lead with that 30.3. This could be huge for him here to be able to go into the second half of this game here with these extra set of kills here, really able to just capitalize on that importance of how good this he can be. I mean, it's absolutely dangerous, though. I want to see how far he can go. Look at all these people, Rune. There's so many people inside of this. There's a whole tumult tornado happening inside. The circle is closing in towards this. People are taking damage. What is going on, Rune?
I mean, look, the aggression is always good. Star here, though, on the zipping, just able to keep it alive here. The ult burning, buying them a little bit of space. They also have F available in the back pocket. All these players want this zipping out of this lobby. Nobody wants to go to a heal off in final circle with zipping. T225 going to get caught out by the Whisper there, but Spider is the one who's actually going to get locked onto there, even though it was his Wisp who catches out T225. And unfortunately, we're going to see Fong come in and pick up the elimination onto WBG Spider, sending him yet again back to the lobby. Man, it is not Spider's day today. He is struggling so hard. T225 still alive out here. TE Star also still alive, managed to get back into the circle as well. We're going to head on over to the realm of Yang. It's going to be OUG's Mike versus EWG's Arano inside the realm of Yang. Liam here versus Arano. Mike with the nunnies on the backside wants to find that scale rush into it. We're going to hear the pistol shots coming in from the top side there from Arano. Arano going to find a little bit of tick damage, but not a lot here on to Mike. Mike with the swap between the nunnies and that musket, looking for a way into the fight as well. But it is going to be Arano who opens up with the nunchucks of his own, able to come in with that RMB. The F being invested here on the side of Arano, getting that damage reduction. Mike now trying to go for the overhold here. We'll get a little bit of damage. We will see the trigger come through, though, from Arano. Mike feeling pressured here, pops the F, trying to keep it going. Arano, though, still not popping the ult. Mike forced into a situation where he's got to make it happen. There we go. The ult going to come in there from Arano. The Tiger Bite. There's no place for Mike to go. He's going to take a hit. He's got 1 tick of HP, and then the follow-up cannon shot. Oh, my goodness. What is up with Mike today? I have never seen this man lose neutral like this time and time again. Somebody get me an interview with Mike. I gotta know what's going on.
I'm telling you, he's been feeling off ever since the last game. Like, even though it was warm-ups, I was like, yeah, it's warm-ups, you know, there's no real importance to it. But even then I was like, I don't like how he's playing. He's letting too many simple things like really get him finished here. As we look at AIS, and AIS is struggling towards this here dangerously low, as Star ends up catching the elimination onto AIS. But no, there was something about Mike that I could just really tell from like how he plays. I'm like, this isn't his normal play style. This isn't what I usually am used to when it comes to my man Mike. I don't know what's going on, but something's not adding up here. That was what I felt. I felt like something was off. So it's interesting to see that even now you're looking at it and going, wait, there's something off here. This don't make no sense.
Yeah, man just doesn't give up neutral like that. Something's definitely off with him this week, but you know what? It's OUG's Mike. It's the first bad week he's had in 3 years of being a pro player in Naraka. The man's allowed one. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the man is allowed one. He's allowed to have one off day.
Yeah, right. EWG's Arano over here, OUG's Mike. T Star, man, the zipping with 4 eliminations, but ASE's Jean Yuan with 4 eliminations as well. By the way, Jean Yuan has moved above the 30-point threshold, which means he's going to be on that game point as he comes in here. TE Star, Mike, trading blows. EWG's Arano also going full at it here. Arano with that 1 elimination. Unfortunately for T225, he still needs quite a few points if he wants to go over that 30-point threshold. And we see him on the backside here still. Little Blueberry here, T225 with that blue armor, just trying to keep his game alive here. Mike trying to come in. Mike with 3 minutes and 30 seconds. He's going to make something happen. There we go. This is what I talk about with that Tessa, right? These players know how to avoid it so well. We see the ult come out, doesn't connect. You know, we have seen at least 2 ults connect this time on Tessa. In the previous game, we saw every single Tessa ult not connect. So nice to know that players are still able to land it, but it's very difficult into this roster of players to land that Tessa ult, especially when these players know that it's coming. T225 on the backside here, just trying to go ahead and get healed up again. Still on that Blueberry status. The one little lone Blueberry left in the lobby, trying to keep his game alive. Jean Yuan now trying to turn his attention on to Mike. Mike going to come through, go ahead and pick that up. This is going to give him a little bit of information that he needs. You know, he's got 2 minutes, 45 seconds. He cannot afford to lose track of a player if he gets them low. Trying to come in on to Star. Star, not the player I would want to lock onto if I'm Mike right now. Like, you have to desperately pick up an elimination, and zipping is just going to kite you for the next 5 minutes until your Yang depletion kills you, Mike. Mike, though, yet again, locking on to Star. Again, I know you're desperate, Mike. This is not the player I'd be going for in here, but you got to make it happen. Mike, though, you got to get parried. Luckily, the F going to keep him from being punished on it here on Liam. Liam just trying to make something happen, and now turning his attention onto DRG's Fong. This is better target selection, Mike. Let's make something happen here. Let's close in on somebody. You got 2 minutes to make it happen, my boy. Otherwise, you're going to see yourself heading back to the lobby, and I hate to see it. You're having a good game. You're 3 eliminations deep. Let's see OUG's Mike wake up here, man. KLA's T225 now being locked onto here by Mike, the only blueberry in the lobby. This is the best possible target selection for Mike, especially with some of these other players looking to lock in as well. Mike trying to go through. The ult will connect on to Mike this time, though. Finally able to find it, and Mike is going to be the player who gets caught out here. He's not able to break it either, and Mike goes to no HP, and Mike gets sent back to the lobby by DRG's Fong.
Oh, that's unfortunate, though. That timing is really, really rough for a player like him. He's been doing so well over time and realistically overall here, but sadly, all good dogs have his day so far here, especially with players like Mike, from what we've been seeing so far here, having these really struggling performances from what we're usually not seeing from him in terms of how he plays, how he plays when it's around other people. I mean, he plays phenomenally well, and then we just go into these certain situations and he's struggling. So it's really interesting to see here. Meanwhile, a player like ASC's Yuan, though, unlike them, Yuan is playing the game of his life, and he's feeding into it, and he's loving it every minute of it.
Look, he's over the threshold now. He doesn't really need to do anything else this game. I mean, the extra points will be nice if it goes to game 8, right? But if he's looking to find
if he gets an MVP, the game's over.
No. You have to go into the game already over the threshold. Since he was not over the threshold before going into the game, he cannot take everything right now, which is why I said he can afford to play passively now, right? He's over the 30-point threshold. He just needs to have a good rest of the game and then go and look for the MVP after this. That said, those points are still potentially matter, right? Because if it goes beyond, if it goes to game 8, nobody's able to find the MVP, it's going to go to the player with the most points under their belt. So right now, that is Jean Yuan. He needs to maintain that lead as much as possible in case it does go to game 8. Oh my God, Arano, though, from the top rope. Goodbye! There's no place for Jean Yuan to go. He comes in with the legendary Soul Jade there on the Hong Sword, gets the silence off on him. It's a legendary Hong Sword as well. So much damage comes through. Arano also going to be picking up this sweet, sweet loot for himself. Got a set of armor in the back pocket as well. Oh, that was nasty.
That was a little dirty, too.
Yeah, I would say I think I need a shower after that, Dobby. That was
he had to do
disgusting.
He didn't have to do that. That was a little rude. I would ask for a refund. He didn't pay me for nothing, but I want a refund. Meanwhile, Fang was caught up in between 2 different bodies as well as he was getting hit by the slashing. As Fang's going to be able to go for the separation here, decides to be able to come back maybe towards this as he sees Arano. Nice little grapple, goes for the reset, hits him with the musket. Definitely a really quick turnaround here towards that as the KLA C225 does end up getting targeted as he ends up catching the stun here onto Verse. And here comes the Justina. He's going to be able to pop the ulti so that way he can separate and get away from the stun as far as possible here. As the Bane's Breath does get started, he's got to be a little careful here, as you definitely do not want to get caught airborne in the middle of all of this with the Bane's Breath and then end up getting hit. As it looks like Hazel C225 is going to decide he's going to rotate this around just a little bit longer. Oh no, T225 ends up getting juggled. He ends up getting swept. He's outside the circle. Fong ends up catching the elimination onto T225. Oh no, it's looking pretty hasty for him. Top 4. Closing out the game here. Arano Verse and Fong. It looks like both of them are being able to go for the chase here. And Star. Oh, it's looking hasty, though, as the chase starts to come through here. Mind you, Fong has a decent amount of shields and heals. He really can turn around and really make this a problem for everybody else here, but obviously he doesn't want to be the person that ends up getting mincemeat. Understandable.
Oh my goodness, EWG Zorano here with the pistol, trying to play here onto DRG's Fong. 4 players left remaining alive as Zone 5 starts to collapse onto Zone 6. Here to hear the Bane breath ending. That means no more Banes for the rest of the game, and it looks like it's going to come up TE Star right now. Fong trying to make something happen, but he's getting locked onto here by the rest of the lobby. Star with 4 eliminations under his belt here on Zipping. I'm having Vietnam flashbacks, Dobby, as we see Zipping dominate a lobby here in Holoroth. Fong on the chase here, getting absolutely punched down here by these cannon shots at long range, trying to keep the game alive for himself here. The only Tessa left still here in the lobby means they are going to be targeted out by everybody else. Nobody wants to see Tessa ult in that final circle. Fong taking cannon shots, bow shots left and right as they try to heal on the edge of the circle. A little bit of a rock left there, but the cannons are going to make it obsolete. Fong, almost no armor left, half their HP gone, more ticking away here from the fire tick coming in from those cannons. More cannon shots coming in yet again. Fong able to get a shield bot off, but it's not going to be enough as the cannons continue to ring through. They're, of course, hitting that fire tick damage onto them as well, and Fong just wants to keep the game alive. The ult going to come through, will catch on to Verse. Fong going to go topside, but it doesn't look like it's going to buy him a whole lot of respite as Arano keeps the pressure up. The F going to be invested. Fong, 40%. They need a little bit more if they're going to pop the ult again, but I don't think it's going to make it. Another cannon shot coming through. Another one landing as well. The fire tick continues on. Fong, no place really to go here as the entire lobby chases him down. Another cannon shot. 2 more. The fire tick. TE Star steals it away with a bow shot and goes to 5. I don't think there's any world where somebody can take it away from TE Star. We're going to see a zipping MVP, Dobby.
A zipping MVP, especially in this game, in this meta. Not only is that phenomenal, but I know you were like, I'm having Vietnam flashbacks. I'm having I'm having the flashbacks currently here. And it's amazing to see. Sometimes one of those very rare and sometimes odd picks could really be the deciding factor. And obviously, look how that goes. In between it towards the final edge of the circle here, still trying to piece it together here, but still, I mean, those amount of eliminations here, able to do enough, especially with a player like Star here, who really has been so phenomenal when it comes to really shutting it down, putting a lot of that excavation towards it here. I mean, he's done a lot towards it, though. Still got more to do, but man, what a shocking turn of a surprise so far. And obviously, it's still going to get a little bit more crazier as we still have Arano in Verse. And it would be really good, though, if Star ends up getting the dub, though. And that's the one thing we do have to pay attention to and kind of keep watching out for, just in case here. Just in case if they decide, you know what, let's just give it to him. That's the thing you have to watch out for. And that's the thing that makes it a little bit better for Star here. He still has to get the dub. Still has to get the dub. He has to.
I mean, I think Star's there. I don't think... unless Verse
no, I'm just saying it would be better for him in terms of points.
Oh,
if
yeah,
he did get the
absolutely. Dub. But I mean, there is a world where Verse kills both of them and gets a first place finish. He could bump out TE from taking that MVP, but it's very unlikely. Arano here, by the way, with this legendary Soul Jade, he just gets to sit here and buy so much space. The cannon shots, though, this is smart. Verse and Arano realize that they do not want to go to a heal off here in the end versus TE Star, so they are just pummeling Star with the cannon, making them burn as many resources as humanly possible. But Zone 7's collapsing down. I think I just saw Star try to pop 2 Na there. That could be really bad for these other 2 players. But again, they're going to try to keep the focus here. They do not want to go to a heal off with Star here in the end. Oh my goodness, Star almost gets knocked down into Arano there, but not quite. Star still keeping the health super high here in a really good place. Arano, though, going to cut off the entirety of the middle of the circle here. Star able to avoid a little bit of the damage, but not a lot. Going to get knocked away, but the ult going to make it very hard. Arano still holding there with the legendary Soul Jade, making this very hard for every single player left alive. If he can pop it one more time, no, they're not going to allow it. Star keeping the game alive here. Arano needs to land the V2. There it is, but Star with the ult just healing so much here. I don't think they're going to be able to make it. There we go. Arano finds the elimination on to Verse. Star will go to first place, and it's going to be TE Star who comes out on top with the MVP. I'm sick to my stomach. It's Zipping Yang on Holoroth.
It's sick to... Oh, you hate it so much. Oh, you can't stand it. Anybody but a Zipping, huh?
Anybody but a zipping.
I could eventually head there. We'll see what happens. Did he just get groped?
Here we go. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. ASC's John Yuan with the immediate Firefly, meaning he's 72% of the way to the aggression. Going to be coming in hot as we move over to OUG's Mike and X1's Wu Fang. Wu Fang trying to catch him off of the staff R&B, not quite able to find it. Mike going to go top side here, looking to find it. There we go. The charge LB coming in there off of the dagger. Going to send Wu Fang flying. Mike backing away. He's playing really safe here. Verse going to come in, though. Looks to turn on to Wu Fang, where you see the Wisp immediately invested. Wu Fang maybe a little too early with that Wisp, as we see the charge LB come through. The Test going to be forced to use the F to break away from it. He's going to find the charged R&B there onto Mike from the staff, though. Mike with the F going to come through, not quite able to come in with the uppercut on the LMB there. Mike trying to hold that LMB, looking to break that status there. Wu Fang, though, looking to come through onto Zhang Yuan here versus JL's AIS immediately. Zhang Yuan, though, with the ult available, is going to put AIS in a really terrible situation as they go ult for ult. We're going to see the F being invested. Zhang Yuan yet again keeps hitting the ult. Going to come through yet again. The ult finally going to be available there. This is going to be terrible, though. No, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be heading back to the Soul Altar. That's very unfortunate for Zhang Yuan. He needed to pick up that elimination before the Justina found their ult online, but it looks like the Justina was able to find the Firefly as well. Their ult comes up just in the nick of time, and Zhang Yuan is going to have no safety net as he comes back in, looking to respawn on the Soul Altar here in our Zone 1 as we head back to the fight here between Mike, Wu Fang. Still going at it. Wu Fang trying to keep the pressure up here onto OUG's Mike. Man, Mike looking for the armor swap, and he just doesn't have time to find one. Mike on the inside here. Verse trying to lock it down. The ult going to come through from Verse. Going to connect on to Mike as well as our boy Wu Fang. Wu Fang going to use the F to go airborne to break away. If you're unaware, you can actually time the Kemi F to break out of the seduction there. Once you've been hit by it, you just have to time it perfectly, and we see Wu Fang use the iframes to get away from it there, but Verse does not care as he takes control of the neutral, goes into the weapon swap combo there off of the spear. Now the ult going to be invested. Wu Fang not quite able to break away. No, he does. The re-wisp into the re-wisp into the re-wisp, coming back through time and time again. Gonna go for the uppercut combo off of it. Doesn't quite find it, though. Verse still has a chance to win this. Wu Fang's got to take control of the neutral, looks for it, and he finds it. Wu Fang comes out on top against the odds.
So what was that? The re-wisp after the re-wisp after the re-wisp? What'd you say?
The re-wisp, baby.
After the re-wisp after the re-wisp?
Yes, sir.
After the re-wisp?
Wu Fang hit him with that remix. You know
oh my goodness, that's absolutely diabolical. I'll do say so myself. Anyway, back to the main section of this moment here, as we're still going to be able to really patch through a lot of these different types of energy here from some of these play styles. As Star trying to fight this out with AIS, it looks like he's going to get hit, though, as the Justina is going to be able to pop the Arctic Wraith here. And it looks like it might be a problem here if he is able to get at least one towards the freeze. That might not look good as he ends up popping the ulti. AIS decides to maybe back out of this and ends up almost catching him, though. And sadly, was able to catch him the first time here. And it looks like he's able to put him towards the combo. AIS was able to capture the finish. Star gets shut down, unfortunately, here. What a heck of a play coming in from Sha in that moment.
Dude, AIS on fire. This game is cut over to GG Sa. KLA's T225. T225 here on the nunchucks, trying to put in the business, but Sha with the ult going to come through. This is going to be really bad for T225, unfortunately. Sha, though, getting caught up on a little bit of a terrain. T225, though, still just trying to play ring around the rosy. Sha, though, with the ult, really in a bad place. T225 has got to get away here. Sha comes in. He gets the misread. T225 breaks his ankles. Sha's ult's going to end. T225 has the chance to survive here. He's got to take control of the neutral. The F comes in to save his day, but it's not going to be enough. Sha finds the hits he needs, and that's going to be it for T225 as he heads back to the Soul Altar. He's not out, but his safety net is gone.
Unfortunate, though, with that safety net, not being able to do that. But it's okay, though. As long as he lasts, that's all that matters. Got to be able to last towards the end, though, and able to get the MVP here. So he definitely has to put in some work and keep that momentum going here. But this is what happens when it's that pressure. The pressure is where it really gets interesting. You got to be able to work towards that pressure. You got to be able to build towards it. Not only that, you got to have that confidence. And I think when you lose that confidence a little bit during your battle, and you're not necessarily as confident as you was when you first started, It gets a little scary. Not gonna lie, it gets a little bit scary.
You take a look. Our first Realms of Yang come through here on game number 6. Looks like Zhang Yuan trying to decide which Yang he wants to head towards, as he desperately needs to take a Yang if he wants to keep himself in the running to walk away the MVP here for this game. And he definitely wants that, so he can walk away with this whole tournament and end it all right now. EWG's Arano heading up towards the Yang as well, looking for a little bit of a reset before he heads in to contest it. Zhang Yuan heading this way as well. Looks like it's going to be GG Sha. No, wait. Yeah, Sha is going to be the one who picks up the ticket here. Zhang Yuan decides better and is going to break away here. He does not want to have to contest it and end up being on the back foot here, because that could leave him in a really bad position. He's going to come across. There is another Realm of Yang right here. Zhang Yuan looks like he's going to go uncontested. Paste is going to come in. Zhang Yuan not able to get the ticket. Paste is able to hit him. And Zhang Yuan, now if he wants the Yang, he's got to fight for it. He decides he's not going to go for it. And Paste is going to be the one who gets this ticket to head on in to the Realm of Yang. You need a ticket to ride, baby.
Ticket to ride, ticket to slide. Obviously, that does get very, very hectic, though, as looks like we're going to be able to see how that momentum starts to make sense with certain types of gameplay, but only time will tell with this, as Pace is going to be a little bit more patient, as he does end up going inside. Looks like he's going to be fighting OUG's Mike. This is going to be a rematch, ladies and gentlemen. We love to see when the rematch comes through with some of these games, especially with powerful teams and powerful players, you know, like Mike, Self, same thing with Pace. I mean, this has been a really strong fight in terms of rivalry so far here. So this is going to be very fun to watch here as we immediately see them start to push onwards. Both Blue Focus is ready, trying to see if the LMB is going to be able to connect, but sadly not enough, as now Mike forces the ulti coming through from the Echoes. Same with Pace. Pace is going to be able to pop the ulti as well here, making it harder for them to still hit him. He doesn't end up catching him, though. Looks like he's going to take his time here, as he knows he's going to be around, as he starts to back off this. Trying to see if he can waste Hottie's ulti as much as possible, making it harder for him to be able to reuse it again. Towards this, he might be able to get a free strike, but not enough, as he depletes the rest of his ulti. Nice slam coming through from Mike, as Mike trying to see if he can close in the gap. The dual blades just putting in so much work as he slashes and dashes. Same thing, almost waiting for the parry, but sadly was not able to. Is a little bit short off of the connect here. Obviously, still being able to run it back here. Both of them waiting for the blue LMB, maybe to be able to take advantage of it and strike it. And it's not going to be enough, as Pace ends up catching a gorgeous combo and gets the finish onto OUG's Mike in the Realm of Yang.
Oh my goodness, Mike not happy about that as we move it with GG Sha versus X1's Wu Fang. Sha in the Hottie ult, though, stuck inside the Temi wall, just looking for a reset. Now going to come down, trying to find the hits. Will make the connection on to Wu Fang. Is going to get that burn tick and that anti-healing through Sha. Ult going to come to an end now, though. It's all going to come down to the neutral between these two players. Wu Fang, though, on the back foot as Sha just keeps the pressure up. Sha with the F2 still available. Mistimes the parry. Goes for the overhold. Not quite going to find it. Will get parried by Wu Fang. Wu Fang not going to go for the follow-up, so he can't use the F there, and then turns into the immediate pistol shots and cleans up the elimination. Man, what a clean elimination by X1's Wu Fang inside the Realm of Yang. Absolutely going crazy, and he's going to pick himself up a legendary set of dual halberds and that Vermilion Bird's Might. Absolutely crazy. X1's Wu Fang as we head over to KLA's 225 and JLA's AIS here. AIS putting the pressure here onto T225. T225, unfortunately, majorly on the back foot. AIS has been having a really good game as well, as going to step away to take the full reset before looking to come back in. T225 also going to do the same. Knows AIS is going to be coming back, though. He's got to be very careful. He does have the ultimate here. AIS wants to keep this pressure, though, swapping it to the fist blades just to get a little bit of movement for himself here. Will come in with the scale rush, only going to do a little tick of damage, as we see the overhold there from AS to keep themselves from getting stunned out. Now the F going to be invested on the side of T225. AS, though, really just absolutely getting the read on T225 time and time again. There we go to see the R&B there, the tech chase off of the Nunnies to get the follow-up. The armor swap by T225. Going to invest the ultimate there, going to pop back up. Unfortunately, not able to get the hit there onto AIS, but able to create some distance. AIS, though, looking for the reset here, and T225 giving them the time to do so. The ult going to be burning out very soon, as AIS just keeps the chase going. He's got those 3 dashes here. He can catch up anytime he wants to, and he's playing it safe. He's waiting for the ult to come to an end there on the side of T225, which it looks like it has. AIS, though, going to burn that first dash. Unfortunately, they're going to end the ult there. They know they can't quite catch up to T225 just yet. T225 able to get the full reset, and these two are going to go back to neutral. AIS not quite sure where he is. Sees him now, though. Wants to keep the pressure on, though. Does not want to give up. He wants to keep these eliminations rolling, Dobby.
Well, absolutely, he doesn't want that as well towards this one, though, as looks like we're going to be able to close in this one towards this, as Spider and Wolfong are going to be able to fight this out here. They're closing in the gap little by little here. They're trying to see if maybe they can gap something with the parry. Not able to really connect too much here, and that's kind of the problem when it comes to some of those, like, really struggling to try to see if you can capture that moment here, but sadly, just is unable to, though, in this moment here. Making it not the easiest for them to be able to compete against, as Spider ends up getting caught right in the back behind Shaw here. I don't even know how he ended up paying attention to it. Whoa, the jump parry for Wolfong. Absolutely dangerous in the midst of all of the madness here. But sadly, not enough, as Wolfong was able to capture a free elimination onto WBG Spider from where they was originally. And now Wolfong fighting for his life on the inskirts of this here, trying to see maybe he can find a shield swap. Not enough. He's going to be on the outskirts of this. Going outside of the circle, ends up popping right back in. Circle take's going to be right towards it. The Arano is going to be able to capture him right on the inside here. And oh, Arano trying so hard here as he ends up getting scoured. He ends up getting caught. Not looking good for him, though. Dangerously low on both sides here. And now here comes the stun. The stun is able to do a lot, as Arano is able to capture elimination onto Wolfong. Spider ends up catching the stun. Nobody was there to capitalize on it. Spider got lucky.
Oh my goodness, Spider keeping his game alive, though. 2 eliminations to his name. Unfortunately, Mike completely out of this lobby as we cut back over. GG Shaw giving chase here to EWG's Arano. Zhang Yuan, unfortunately, after getting eliminated early and having to use that resurrection, uncharacteristically quiet here as we get ready to head into our second set of Realms of Yang. He's going to have to start putting in some work if he wants to surpass GG Shaw, who currently sitting at 4 eliminations right now. And he's playing the nunchuck, Shaw's favorite weapon here. Zhang Yuan, though, down below as we speak about the devil, he pops up, looking to come in and create some pressure here between this fight between DRG's Fong and JLA's AIS. Zhang Yuan has got it to do if he wants to walk away the champion in this particular game. We're going to see the musket shot come through, pop the bell here for himself so he can keep track as we head over to our second set of Realms of Yang. It's going to be S1's Pace versus WBG Spider. KLA's T225 versus X1's Wu Fang here. Pace and Spider both with the legendary Hong Swords looking to trade blows here. Spider is going to find his way into the fight first. Pace tries to tap dodge through and get the read, but not quite. Spider takes control of it. Pace finds a way in, finds the charged LMB there off the Hong Sword, gets a lot of damage. Spider going to be on the back foot here. Does have the ultimate, though. Pace trying to hold on to his ultimate for as long as possible. Spider going to invest his. Pace going to go airborne here. Looks for the opportunity to go ahead and get as much of a reset as he can. Doesn't want to let Spider have the reset either, but he needs to stay away from that ultimate. He doesn't want to find his wings getting clipped out by WBG Spider. He's got to wait out the ultimate here. Spider able to get a little bit of a reset. Will catch Pace out here. Gonna get even more. Will catch him out again. Gonna de-mech him. Gonna get a lot of healing here. Goes for the third one. Will find the third one. Pace now on the back foot. Spider and him about equal in HP and shield, but no! Spider finds the cleanup. Spider goes to 3, picks up the Realm of Yang victory, and is gonna get himself a huge upgrade here to a legendary set of armor, and he's gonna pocket himself a legendary spear as well. Odds are he's going to be taking that White Tiger's prowess as we get ready to head into Zone 4.
Can I tell you, that was huge, especially for Spider here. Just a little bit of something is enough to do something with, especially mentally and physically, even though he's very, very much down at the bottom here. Then 16 points. Meanwhile, Yuan just taking his time. No real reason to rush, no real reason to fight, no real reason to really go hard and get active with it. Only because now, getting to that point where things can get very, very, very hectic if, obviously, not paying attention. And only time will tell here towards that is we're going to be able to put that all the way down towards it. Shutdown's going pretty well here. His Pace. 4.5 minutes left on the clock for him to be able to get his Soul Jade. or Soul Bloom, just so he can get back in this game here. He's got some time to work with, but he's going to need to push on a player if he's ever going to see himself actually staying alive throughout the rest of this game. Especially because I want to see it.
Still alive here, but again, he's got his work cut out for him, man. Shaw's on 4 eliminations, Spider's on 3. We also have Wu Fang on 3. He does have that Yang depletion, though. Zhang Yuan on 0, though. If he wants to walk away MVP, he's got to start putting in some work. I see Wu Fang going low. Zhang Yuan topside, though. He's got a really good opportunity to come in and potentially third party this Wu Fang, who's so low, especially now that we've seen those shrooms pop. Wu Fang is extremely low. Everybody hungry looks to come in. Arana, Wu Fang going to pop the ult as well. Do we see him? Wu Fang still on the inside here, trying to get some heals off. Waiting to see where Zhang Yuan is. Zhang Yuan just not coming in here. All these players except Zhang Yuan looking to clean up the kill here. Wu Fang super low, but able to get up and get most of a reset. Zhang Yuan just sitting topside, playing the patient game here. Paste starting to go low, gonna be forced to pop the ultimate as well. Wants to come topside, try to get away from some of these players. Fong giving chase here. Pace 3 minutes left remaining on the Yang depletion. That poison coming in from the mushrooms, though, putting in work. D-Mex him. He's got to get back skyward if he wants to come back in. He's going to be able to get the heal off, but Pace going to be really on the back foot here with no ultimate in the lobby. Knows it. Hottie is extremely vulnerable. We'll see GRG's Fong on the backside as well. GG Shot trying to clean up this elimination. Looking for Zhang Yuan to come in and try to make a play here onto one of these players here. Shot still trying to give chase here with that Weiss pistol. Fang going to be able to get all the way away. And the mushroom yet again, man. We are going crazy with the mushrooms here. Zhang Yuan finally getting in, throwing it in for the mix-up here. He's got to make something happen here at this point. He needs to pick up some eliminations. Wu Fang super low yet again. Zhang Yuan going to take the time to take a full reset here. Pace down below. Going to pop the red shroom as well. Wu Fang, 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Might opt to just head into the zone and not give anybody the points here. That's one's paced. 2 minutes left remaining as well. He needs to give chase to this Wu Fang here. This could be his opportunity to get the Soul Bloom that he needs. Zhang Yuan on the backside here, looking for his opportunity to pick up the elimination. Wu Fang going airborne up into the tree here. So many players onto him. He's going to go down to the zone very shortly here. I don't think he's got time to get back in. No, he doesn't. And it's T225 who picks up the elimination. Is going to be a second elimination of the game. Paced really low, but Pace crucially able to get that Soul Bloom, which keeps his game alive. Star going to come in here on the ult for Akos. Not quite able to lock Pace down. Pace going to get a little bit of a movement error there, though. Locked onto the wall, but Star not going to be able to capitalize on it just yet. Pace really airborne here, utilizing every trick in the book to keep things moving. He's 86% of the way back to that ultimate, and he needs to stay alive here as we cut back over. Zhang Yuan, Spider, TE Star, Kaylee's T225. 9 players still left remaining alive in this lobby as Zone 3 gets ready to collapse onto Zone 4, and we're going to see our first late games Bane's Breath coming through here very shortly.
See how the Bane's Breath really does provide for a lot of these players, though, as obviously it's going to be a little bit more hectic depending on like what's going on here. And even just with the shutout, though, you do have to be very careful. Obviously, Pace gets very, very lucky with being able to find that Soul Bloom. Was able to get that elimination, was able to back out of there, knowing that there was so many people around. I mean, he really could have been caught in a third party or players that were absolutely relentlessly chasing to the point where he really couldn't have been able to escape that situation, and he probably would have lost the game because of that. So given that opportunity, very, very helpful for him. All he needs is another point to stay alive or one elimination, and he's in the 30s. And then all he has to do is, even if he doesn't necessarily win, he still has the opportunity to clutch up towards the next game, which makes it even better. So now it's all about eyes on T225 and Arano to see if maybe they can clutch up, maybe so that way they can match the same amount of points as the rest of the lobby. As we look at Yuan here, trying to see if maybe they can capitalize on something currently. In the middle of all these fights here, there's still a whole lot happening here. As that timing can really be crazy depending on what's going on here.
I've never seen so many Toxie Shrooms burst in a competitive match before, Dobby. I feel like every single time I look over, these Toxie Shrooms are going off. There's another one. Zhang Yuan just trying to find their way into something here. And there we go. This is where the fight's going to break out right here. So many players. Oh my God, the Dragon's Roar from T225 as Jean Yuan just pops the F and says, nah, I'm good, homie. You can deal with that. Oh my God, the parry coming in as well. The F going to be invested so T225 can keep that weapon, keep the Dragon's Roar rolling, staying inside here. WBG Spider trying to make it happen, but T225 has been the sole person inside the middle of the zone for so long. I think many of these players going to opt to just let him have it here. DRG's Fong going low here. Doesn't have the ult, but we'll have it very, very soon. Spider trying to come in, but T225 holding on here to the position. Those cannon shots coming in. He's going to invest the ult. He says, if you want it, you're going to have to earn it here. T225 hungry to make it happen. Hit star with the ult as well. The Toxie Shroom coming through, and it is T225 who crucially gets it. So many players going to choose to back away here. T225 going to have some extra resources and an extra full set of legendary armor in the back pocket here, but those Toxie Shroom putting in work. Able to get him all the way down to half health, Dobby.
Maybe they can work towards that here as KLA's T225. Trying to see if maybe they can work towards it here. Spider ends up getting caught by KLA's T225 here, trying to see if maybe he can mask that opportunity to get that. There goes another Soul Bloom's Bloom. Oh, there goes another one as well. Looks like Spider actually wasn't able to get hit by that one. Meanwhile, he's just going to try to scale it up as much as possible here on top of these trees, trying to see if he can capture that essence of really being able to get out of here. T225 able to do what he can here. Spider ends up going all the way towards the top here. It looks like it's both super, super helpful for certain things here. Where their momentum goes to KLA C225 with those 2 eliminations though so far. He's still with that 1 overall here. He still needs elimination or 2 for himself. Meanwhile, the spacing is a little bit harder, knowing that they have to juggle all the way around just so they don't get caught in the Bane's. Ooh. Don't get caught in that Bane's breath. Tell you, whenever I see that purple circle and I see somebody in it, I'll be like, oh. My body just tenses like crazy. I'll be like, I'm so scared. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Anyway. Went all the way up to the top here. Yuan taking his sweet time. He doesn't necessarily have to force anything, though. Gonna take his time. He's gonna be smart with it, though. This is where things get really, really good. I'm being honest with you. I think in these moments here, you know, we really talk about like how important those last little bits of strikes are in terms of those final hits, right? And how good it is when you're dodging and trying not to really get caught in some tough situations here. And then you find, you know, these moments where people are really able to thrive within these tough situations here. I mean, it makes the game of Naraka like even more interesting, knowing people are willing to take risk and at least try something, knowing that you are fighting some of the top and top.
T225 here holding on. That F going to keep those legendary nunchucks there in his back pocket. Crucially, he does not want to lose these to another player here on Liam as we head into the game. 9 players still left alive. This is the healthiest lobby we've had going into Zone 5 here. Spider there with that legendary Hong Sword into the Dragon's Roar. Spider going to take a lot of damage off of that one as he looks to back away. T225 going to let him go as he evicts him from the top side here. Jean Yuan playing very passively right now. Still no eliminations under his belt. All eyes on him. He really needs to make something happen here. T225 keeping the pressure up here on Spider. Spider forced into the ultimate here. He goes in, pops the Toxie Shroom on himself, though. Really unfortunate as he tries to dash away here. Keeps going in with the ultimate. We're going to see T225 expend the ult. Oh my goodness! The bow shot from downtown as T225 is able to clean it up. So much damage coming through. Unfortunate for WBG Spider as yet again at 3 eliminations he finds himself eliminated from the lobby, and we're down to your top 8, ladies and gentlemen, as Zone 6 is going to tick down to Zone 7 in the next 18 seconds with 8 players still alive. You got to love it. You got to love these final circles that take place in Sunwing. So many Toxie Shrooms going off, so many little nooks and crannies for players to hide in, such a healthy lobby going in. DRG's Fong trying to find a little bit of resources there off the body. Jean Yuan looking for a scale rush here, threatening that space. Shaw just kind of crawling up and crawling back down to go, hey, look, you can come at me, but I'm ready for it. T225 coming in, Dragon's Roar yet again. Some damage off onto Pace. Pace going airborne there with the Hong Sword. Players all the way to the tippy top. I do believe that's that's Gigi Shaw all the way at the top there on the bones. T225 trying to make the most of this Dragon's Roar, trying to keep his game alive here. Shaw, the contender for #1 in the lobby right now, taking a lot of damage, forced into the ultimate. We're going to see the red shrooms getting popped. A lot of range shots coming in onto GG Shaw, trying to demech him here. He's got the ult up, though. He's got the full reset. He's going to send our boy Arano into the zone with the fire tick, as well as we are zone 6 collapse fully on zone 7 now. 1 minute until the final zone collapses. 8 players still left alive, but Shaw in the worst situation he can be. No ult, no F available here with 8 players left alive. No place to hide either. Trying to go up the tree here, taking a lot of damage from that red shroom that he popped on his way down before he popped the ultimate there. TE Star also gonna eat a red shroom just to the edge of the zone. DRG's Fong looking for the reset. John Yuan here trying to make his move. Finally, he's held out all this time, not picked up a single elimination. Fong gonna turn onto him. The F gonna be invested. The Tessa ult from downtown. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. John Yuan gonna find himself eliminated from this lobby very shortly as T225 with the full Dragon's Roar into the zone cleans up the elimination. We're going to game number 7.
Let's see what happens here, even with that here. Especially now that T225 is in that threshold here. The question is, can Pace and Arano be able to do the same thing? That way we can have a 4-way matchup of people that are inside of that 30 plus points. And let's see if they can capitalize on it. We're going to see the final circle slowly start to close in here. Circle getting tighter and tighter. T225 all the way up top in the outer skirts. See if they can make this happen. We knew he wasn't going to be able to do it off the first one. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be really interesting to see if anybody actually does succeed in doing that. Who's going to be the first person to ever be able to finish off the game's first try after hitting the point threshold? That's where things start to get a little bit more interesting. As Pace trying to see if maybe he can fly around here, but it's not looking good. He has no room. He has no space to really be able to maneuver and make anything happen here. As now he's going back towards his heels. He slams all the way down here. Both of the momentum trying to see if he can make something happen. Pace
picks one up on Star.
Can he capture a second?
He picks up 2.
He captures 2 eliminations. Arano was able to capture 2 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 players made it to the 30-point threshold of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a 4-way tie. Somebody is taking away that first place. That was phenomenal. That was absolutely phenomenal. Wow.
Oh my goodness, that's 4 players over the threshold as we head into game number 7. AS locking it down yet again for another MVP. Crazy game.
This is a good for this game here. Game number 7. This is the one, ladies and gentlemen. We could be seeing the rest of the teams go. We could be crowning a champion, or we might have to go for one more game, possibly. But we'll see how this goes here. T225 ends up getting chased immediately by Fang here. Fang trying to grief T225 in the middle of this fight here. Not looking so good here as he ends up getting griefed.
Oh my goodness, this is bad luck for T225. Off the rip, no armor. Of course it's Fang, though. Yeah, I mean, Fang doing what Fang does. Fang griefing everybody else out at the cost of his own game. Jean Yuan, too, going down to jail's AIS. AIS is trying to make sure it doesn't happen as we cut back over here to X1's Wu Fang. AIS trading blows here. AIS on the cannon trying to find some shots in. Will find one hit there in onto Wu Fang. Wu Fang trying to keep the pressure up here. Is deciding he's going to take his fist blades and head on out. He doesn't want anything to do with what's going on right now. He says, cool, I'm going to loot on the way. If you want to bring it to me, bring it to me. Wu Fang wants to find some better loot. Doesn't really want to take this fight early on, but AIS is going to force it onto him. Wu Fang able to dodge this another cannon shot. Oh my god, the fist blade's coming in huge. AIS might be regretting his choice here as Wu Fang just takes complete control of this fight. Comes in off the skill rush. AIS with the wisp. Throws it out, will catch on to Wu Fang, but Wu Fang gonna keep the pressure up now. AIS, though, with the armor swap into a good position, into the massive parry. The F2 invested on the side of Wu Fang, though. Wu Fang keeping the game alive here. Comes in with the fist blades yet again and does him dirty as we cut over to Pace versus, I do believe that's gonna be EWG's Arano, both of them sitting in top here. Arano gonna get froze out here by the Justina pick into the grapple bump, and the cleanup. Pace finds his first elimination of the game and is on his way to MVP.
Man, that is absolutely diabolical. The way that he was able to absolutely stun him, capture the lock, It captures him in the freeze, puts him in the freezer. And he says, I'm going to put you on chilled, ice cold mode, and then I'm going to saw you out myself, personally. Meanwhile, Mike fighting this out with Verse. Verse trying to do what he can here. Nice little bit of a dodge, trying to see if he can connect it onto Mike here. Mike dangerously low here. All he needs is one connect. Ooh, almost misses out on it. Oh, almost misses out on the connectivity for that next one here. He's just trying so hard to dive for it. He's doing everything that he can here. Mike was able to find a blue shield for the trade. He gets lucky as he ends up trying to see if maybe he can continue onwards towards the maneuvering here. Ooh, ends up popping the ulti here just to try to see if he can close the gap in just a little bit while longer here. Waiting for the blue focus to connect. But obviously that Tiger able to do so much with it. Nice strikes, and Verse is able to capture the elimination onto Mike and says, see you later, buddy. Mike down and out just like that. 2 lives and it's gone just as quickly as you can say kumbaya. Meanwhile, Yuan still trying to figure this out between Verse. Verse wants to fight everybody now. I don't know what's been going on here. Where was this energy two to 3 games ago? That's the real question. Yuan wants to be able to run up on this as well here, but let's see if they can keep that same momentum. Meanwhile, AIS sadly is gonna have to go for the quick repeat, but he has an opportunity for it as both of them are doing some jumping shots here, trying to see if maybe they can connect to it. Yuan trying to see if he can find it as well here towards this. Nice combo to be able to capture it with the nunchucks. Nice reset coming in from Verse. Verse trying to see if maybe he can keep going with it. Nice little puncture. Nice little switch around towards it. Nice slam ground coming through as well on Verse. Verse trying to see if he can time it just as well, but he has to be careful though, knowing that there's a third party nearby here. Yuan might have to be able to do the quick escape here. Oh no, his spider's going to end up being up top.
You know what time it is, Dobby? Time for Tower Watch, ladies and gentlemen. As Yuan looking to make the most of this tower, trying to find every reset possibility he can here on these nunchucks. No resurrection available for him, so if he goes out here, this is going to be it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Yuan Fong comes in with the ult to clean it up, ladies and gentlemen. That is 1 of 4 above the threshold who have been since eliminated from the game. S1 Space trying to come in here onto EWG's Arano, make something happen. Arano over that threshold. Haste needs another elimination here to keep the game going. It could all come up. Pace, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking clean. Comes in Arano with the clank back to back. Pace keeping the pressure up here, though, with that purple staff. Knows he's got a really good position here onto EWG's Arano. Wants to keep applying that pressure where he's going to hear the trap trip. He's going to trip one of his own, setting it up in case Arano wants to pressure onto him. He wants that purple armor from Arano so he can take it on in to that next set of Yangs, which is getting ready to come through once Zone 1 fully collapses onto Zone 2. Pace coming in, avoiding the pistol shots, coming in strong here, trying to find the hits there. Will find the charged R&B off of the staff there onto Arano. Arano not happy about that as most of his armor disappears. The freeze going to come through, stopping Arano with the follow-up there off of the dual blades. He's going to find himself in another R&B there off the staff. Gonna go for the grapple bump there. No, he gets terrain grief. Pace gets saved from it. He's able to tap dodge the ultimate as well. Arano really on the back foot now as the charge LMB comes in. He's forced to pop the F. He knows the trap is there, but he's able to hyper armor through. The trap comes through, finds the armor swap, but it's not enough. Pace just keeps it up. Another trap. No armor this time, though, as Arano tries to break away. We can see that first center Yang come through. Pace opts for a heal here. We see Arano hoping for the armor swap, and that's what he finds inside. Pace is going to get parried here. Arano, though, with the F, though. Arano now on here with that purple staff, trying to make something happen. Pace going to get knocked back with the F from EWG's Arano as well. Arano wants to take the staff and get away. Does not want to keep this fight going. Goes down, looks for yet another armor swap. Will find one into a blue. Pace going to go ahead and pop some of those traps, looking to find any advantage that he can here. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. He's going to come up and look to take the ticket here because he's going to need a full reset. And Pace has got to keep the pressure up. He's got to look for elimination. So he's going to head into this realm of Yang, regardless of whether he's got purples in the back pocket or not. And Arano has spent so much in the previous fight, he's not going to challenge him for it. As we take a look at KLA's T225, also with the ticket to head on into the realm of Yang.
Let's see if they can keep that same momentum coming here. Sadly, Yuan is going to be out of this. Let's see if they can figure this out here, as it's going to be X1 and XX1. Meanwhile, WBG and DRG is going to be fighting this out here. They're both going to be going airborne. Let's see if they can take the time to be able to rotate with this momentum and see if they can find it, as Wolfong is going to get hit with some of the blades coming in. Oh, beautiful parry. just to find it. A massive reset, though, coming through here as Pace ends up getting some nice strikes here on him as well. Here's Wufeng. Gonna try to see if he can keep it to the damage, though. Not enough. Misses out on the defense. Ends up getting carried. Both of them gonna be able to carry through towards it. Gonna try to see if he can catch it with the ult. Finds him with it. Tries to see if maybe he hit him with the bow. Unsuccessful in being able to get that as well here, as he's going to be able to use his heals just to try to see if maybe he can connect it here. But at this point, he's just chasing just a little while longer, just to chase it out just a little while longer. Not being able to do enough, though. I'm surprised he hasn't caught him with the Arctic Wraith, though. Now he's going to be able to catch him all the way up top here, trying to see if he can close it down just a little while longer. Oh, nice defense on both sides here. Making it a little bit easier. Decent shoulder check. Trying to see if maybe he can find something. Trying to see if he can capture it for the parry. Not going to be able to do it on both sides here. Decent reset. Both of them are going to be able to run around towards that or towards that aura. At least the sidestep is going to make it a little bit harder. Oh, and he does find a little bit of something. Nothing crazy. Wufeng catches the parry. Beautiful reset on Pace, though. Making it to where it's not going to be easy for them to both be able to do it. Oh, is able to come back and be able to catch up. Captures the blue on each side. Oh, the parry comes through. It's not looking good for Pace, though. He loses out on the first one. He loses out on the second. It's not looking good here. Pace slowly closing through. They might both end up losing out on this. Never mind. I take it back. The beautiful stride, the strike, and Pace is able to capture the second elimination towards this game, and a huge benefit for him in the realm of Yang.
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely huge for Pace as he picks up his second elimination and continues to get the pressure here. That legendary weapon, the staff in the back pocket as well. One of his favored weapons here, but he's got to contend with DRG's Fong, who's up to 4 eliminations, but Pace is setting a pace here to possibly walk away with that MVP. Wufeng down below. Pace needs to find a good opening into this fight. This could be his third potential kill here, and he needs to make the most of this buff while he has it. He needs to put some aggression out and try to pick up an elimination for himself. Pace actually going to change the staff into the spear here. Huge for him as well. Also a really good weapon coming through. Pace looking to make something happen. Tries to go in off the uppercut. Wufeng on the backside here, trying to cut it up, but Pace going to keep the pressure up onto Wufeng. Wufeng going to find that charged R&B, though, off of the dual Hallies. T225 looking to come in. Pace is going to pop the F. T225 going to keep the pressure up on Wufeng. Well, Pace takes a reset here. T225 on the backside, looking for where Wufeng has gone. Wufeng up topside, looking to break away, looking for a reset. T225 looking for it. Sees the trap, but doesn't see the Wufeng. Wufeng not going to pop the heal here. He does not want to reveal his position. Pace now trying to turn things around. Versa up tied. There we go. T225 going to come in onto Wufeng. Unfortunately, we're going to see GG Shaw pick up WBG's Spider and eliminate him from the lobby here. Wufeng keeping it going. Both Spider and Mike out yet again here in game at number 7. Verse on to T225, getting some huge damage with the fist blades coming through. T225 does not want to see himself eliminated here. He knows he's got an opportunity to make something happen. He's got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left remaining, though, before Yang depletion sends him out of this lobby and ends his hopes of walking away MVP. Verse still trying to keep the pressure up. T225 trying to find a full reset before he recommits to any one of these single fights, Dobby.
Even towards that here is going to get caught in between both here, as T225 cannot afford to get caught in between both of them here. As T225 is deciding to back off. There's definitely one of the smarter plays to do currently here is Pace. Oh, he ends up losing. It's not looking good as he ends up popping the Arctic Wraith. The question is, can he get out of harm's way just in the nick of time? Maybe he catches the slam. No! Oh. Pace. Oh, no, he's not fully eliminated. I thought that was just one of them, though. Unfortunately.
He's got Vermilion Birds, mate. He's still okay there.
He's got the Vermil towards that moment here. Let's see if Arano's going to be able to go for the charge strike here, and sadly wasn't able to connect with anything. T225 off Wufeng. He wants that payback. I'm not gonna lie. T225, he wants that payback off Wufeng. He said, "Listen, you was coming at me a little crazy here. I'm coming at you. We gonna fight, you and I." Oh, he ends up getting caught on fire. Oh no, it's not looking good. No, T225, don't get caught up. Do not get caught up as he ends up trying to see if he can back off. This is not looking good for him. Oh, he's getting chased. Oh, he's getting chased by everybody. Everybody's nearby. He barely can move. He barely can get out of harm's way. It's not looking good for him. Trying to see if maybe he can steal somebody from out which that section can be done. And just like that, he's out of it. 2 more players left. It's Arano. And it's Pace. Arano now getting chased by Verse. Verse trying to grief Arano from out of this game. Looks like Arano's going to be able to at least get himself all the way up top here.
Arano, unfortunately, even if he gets MVP, doesn't win here. He wasn't above that 30-point
he wasn't.
Crucially, before the start of the game. So he is now, but unfortunately, he can't possibly walk away the champion off this game. He could next game, though. Now that he is above the threshold, it just depends on how things pan out. It's all up to Paste, whether we see game number 8 or not right now. Verse, though, trying to go ahead and end things here for Arano. The ult going to come through on the side of Arano, though. Oh, my goodness. Really smart play there with the charge vertical off of that. Verse now in a bad spot here. Oh, my goodness. Huge horizontal slash, but the ult coming in from the side of Verse. This could be it for EWG's Arano as Verse comes through. Oh, my goodness. He's able to avoid the V2. The F comes out. We're going to see Shot come in and clean up the elimination onto Arano. That's going to be Arano heading back to the lobby. Shot coming in there with that legendary dagger Soul J trying to clean things up, and now it's Verse who looks like he might be heading back to the lobby next. Oh my goodness, no! Did he walk through the trap? He's able to find the white armor swap, but TE Star in the wings. Verse not in a good place, ladies and gentlemen. He's holding on for dear life. 1 HP and a dream and a white armor swap to keep it going as we head to our next realm of Yang. It's going to be Paste yet again versus DRG's Fong. Fong, though, that legendary fan in the back pocket. Paste here with the purple dagger and the legendary spear holding on there. And there goes Versus. Star picks up the elimination. Who's the better player here with the dagger or the fan? Is it going to be Paste or is it going to be Fong? We're going to see now. Oh my goodness, the Assassin's Lunge coming through here from Paste on to Fong. Fong trying to go in. Now we're going to see the F invested on the side of Fong. Paste looking to come in off of the spear now. Get some huge damage into the uppercut combo there with the refreeze comes through, but the ult going to save him. No, it's not going to be enough. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. No place for Fong to go. The ult, the only thing holding him together here. And Paste just making it look easy, ladies and gentlemen, as he secures his third elimination, secures himself a Realm of Yang, secures himself the white tiger and the legendary armor. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Paste could be walking away.
Paste just has to be smart. He's got everything for him, but he can still lose it. He has to play this very, very smart.
Yes,
not only with how he's able to maneuver through a lot of these parties, because everybody's looking for that free third party. And if they know that that's Paste, they're going to use what they can to absolutely grief this game from him.
So there's a problem for Paste, and that's DRG Fong. There's 4 players, 5 players left alive in the lobby, and Fong is on 6 kills.
It's time to grieve.
Now, that said, Fong is on Yang depletion right now. Paste is sitting right here. I don't think Paste knows that Fong is there. He's doing a little bit of shopping, and Fong wants nothing to do with it. He does not want the ones again with Paste, given that Paste now has that White Tiger's prowess, and he just lost a fight inside the Realm of Yang. It's not what you want to go for.
Again. He said, yeah, you got it. You got it.
And Fong gets lucky here. Paste somehow just does not catch wind of him chilling on the edge there. Paste is breathing a sigh of relief right now. Sorry, not Paste, Fong.
Even with that towards the extra immensement of it, let's see if they can keep that same energy towards it as Fong. 4 minutes left on the clock here. He's got to do some work here in order for him to get an elimination. Time is ticking. See if he can work towards it here. Meanwhile, Paste. So Paste really needs to get a first place in what? Maybe 4 eliminations? Like,
realistically,
let's say
Fong needs to be
eliminated.
the next person out of the lobby.
Yeah, let's say Fong gets eliminated out of this early with 6 eliminations. He doesn't get another one, and he's stuck there. All he really needs is 4 eliminations and a first place.
Yes, that would do it for him. That said, Fong not going to go quietly into the night if we know DRG's Fong.
No, absolutely not. He's going to make it harder for sure. He's going to keep it going. He's not going to make it easy on anybody here, especially with Pace too. Pace is keeping the same momentum. Pace is keeping the same amount of continuation going. He is going to make the other sweat here, as Pace has to be careful. Like I said before, he's one of those players where, like I said, if everybody knows it, he cannot afford for all of them to start to chase. This is where the problem starts to lie in, where they really expect for it. But luckily, he has some of that shield where he really does start to give you a little bit more shield further on here. I do think, oh, beautiful strike towards that to connect it here. Uh-oh.
What a weird interaction that just happened between that Assassin's Lunge and Fong. That was so strange. Paste here going to need to pop this ult just to get away here. Very, very unfortunate. He does still have that White Tiger's prowess, so as long as he's running, he's getting those heals off, but he's only got it for 10 more seconds. He's got to try to create some distance and get himself a full reset and play keep away from the rest of the lobby till he gets that ult back online, and we see exactly what he's doing here. Unfortunately, the grapple cancel going to come in. He doesn't find that opportunity. Fong, though, that timer ticking away here.
Fong is griefing at this point.
Yeah,
he just wants to grief Pace.
I mean, that's exactly what he wants to do. Fong lives to grief other players, but it's Fong now who's getting griefed. Pace going to get the opportunity to get the reset here. Fong on 1 minute and 50 seconds now, but it's JL's AIS coming in to save the day. Fong getting locked down in the dagger, and there it's gone, ladies and gentlemen. GG Shaw picking up his 5th elimination of the game. Pace still needs one more and a first place finish, but it's doable with only 4 players left remaining in the lobby. Shaw over here on the run.
This could be huge, though, for Pace. This could be absolutely. He is going to be the shark in this moment. Oh, no! But he doesn't end up getting parried. Oh, the reset comes in just equally as better, though, in that moment here. And now he still has the... Oh, no, it's not looking good, though, as he's still going to get caught up with...
Oh, the Sky Pillar!
He still has the Sky Pillar, though. He decides, hey, you want to pull that out now? I can pull this out, too. What's up, buddy? Absolutely going to be a little bit more scary, though, as he does pop the ulti right next to Pace, though, making it a little bit harder. As he does decide, he's going to start to pop that little shield. Shaw, dangerously low here. He's getting some pressure put on him as well here.
Shaw, no ultimate. Oh, no, he's still got a little bit of ult tick left. I apologize. This is such a rough position for Shaw. He's on the outside here. That Bane's Breath cutting off a lot of the map. Star, Jail's AIS. Now, no ultimate. Pace coming in with the full reset as well. Looking to make something happen. The parry from Pace. Oh my God, it's absolutely huge. Looking for the R&B. He will find the connection into the Bane's Breath zone. Shaw with the white armor swap goes up airborne. No! GG Shaw's going to get hit by the Bane's Breath here. This spells complete disaster for him. Another Bane's going to come down, and Star gets the eliminations, ladies and gentlemen. Pace needs one more elimination and a first place finish, and he can walk away with it all.
Oh, wait,
Star eating multiple Bane's Breaths as well.
He just got hit with the... GE just got hit with the Bane's Breath. It's looking real rough. He has a chance here. AIS. He gets another elimination on him and a first place finish. He's also going to be in the threshold as well here, but Pace can finish this. Pace really could finish this.
Pace just using the Sky Pillar here.
Not to get caught up in third party where both of them focus on him. He has the shot here. This is huge. I haven't seen this much pressure on a player like this in a minute in a solo game like this. This is interesting. I think he sees where Star is too. Oh yeah, he does. He wants to chase this. He wants to chase this. He wants to get some type of instance fighting right now. Right now, Pace is trying to be an instigator. And right now, here's SS1 Pace being Olympic medal instigator. As he's going to try to come in and cause some problems here. It looks like he might come up with some light insults, trying to see if maybe he can kind of come with this, maybe bring a little bit of some problems to one of the players. And it looks like he's going to be focusing on TE Star, but let's see if it actually connects. So that's going to be the real pressure as he ends up trying to, and he ends up juking him out. Ends up juking him on the outskirts here. He's juking him like crazy, though. I'm not going to lie. As Pace is going to be able to take his time here towards this. Oh, don't get caught by the... Don't get caught.
Pace really trying to threaten that Sky Pillar. Star's going to have to come out here at some point. There
why would you do that, Pace? Pace, why would you go inside knowing there was a...
Oh, no, the Dragons were... There we go, the F. He's got it, though. Now Star and AIS, this is really good for Pace to actually... He forces these two in a fight. We're going to see Star actually head into the Bane's Breath, trying to utilize it here. Pace really wants to land the Sky Pillar. He wants to make the most of this buff while he has it, this mystic might that is he's got in the back pocket here. He also has that extra armor completely in the back pocket here. Still trying to land that Sky Pillar. Pace might be getting a little greedy with constantly trying to initiate on the Sky Pillar here, but AIS, TE Star on the run. Pace waiting. Oh my goodness, Star into the double Bane's Breath. This could be the moment that Pace needs to clutch the game out here. Ladies and gentlemen, if he can pick up this elimination, Star gonna go extremely low here. Pace on the chase here. Just needs to wait it out. Needs to play close. Star trying to play close to the vest, but Pace is gonna go for it. Pops the double ulti, leaves him with no ult. Star so low though.
Oh, Star's able to get away though.
For the reset here. Comes on through. He's able to avoid those Bane's Breath for the last second. The full reset for Star. Will Pace be able to keep the pressure up? Star coming in here with the fan. The F going to be invested by Pace as well. The parry coming in from Pace though. The F2 immediately invested. The Sky Pillar up above. Star into the RMP. No! The Dragon's Roar from JL's AIS going to catch them both out. Pace a little unsuspecting there. Going to take a lot of damage now. He's the one on the back foot. Star trying to come in with the fan. The Sky Pillar comes up. Doesn't connect on the Star. Star, though, with the cannon. The Sky Pillar going to stop the cannon shot from coming through. AIS, TE Star trading blows. And it's going to be Pace who gets the opportunity to take a full reset.
And it looks like here goes the reset, though, coming in from Star here as AIS surprisingly doesn't never really like take advantage of it, though. Definitely giving them the opportunity for it, but sadly wasn't able to really find it. And it looks like the reset is going to be very helpful for him here as TE Star. And AIS is still trying to see if maybe they can duke it out just a little bit more longer. And then able to put that up top here as Pace. Just steady, able to balance it up back and forth here. Man, oh man, it's getting harder. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely getting a little bit more hasty. And Pace has to be careful. Has to be very, very careful.
Pace here, man. He's really setting himself up for success. Sitting up top, he's got that legendary staff, the legendary armor in his back pocket here. That Saskatchewan Sky Pillar just constantly holding the space. He's forcing Star and AIS into fights consistently. He's got to be careful, though. This Dragon's Roar from AIS could really put a damper on his plans if he's not careful. But AIS really just trying to lock down Star here. Pace coming in, looking to go ahead and get something started here. On to TE. TE trying to get the parry there. Doesn't quite get the read. Oh, my goodness. Pace in the back foot here. Forced to drop the F. The fire tick coming through, though. Pace going to come to the backside and look for the reset. Star doesn't want to give him the time, though. Pace able to get one off, though. Huge for him as now Star is the one on the back foot. Pace almost all the way to the ult. Star, though, going to have his ult back online in the same time here. That hottie ult going to come through. Pace needs to be careful. He needs to not get aggressive like he did earlier with the ult. He needs to time Star out of his ult and then come in these final moments. It's Zone 6 collapsing on to Zone 7 as we speak. Pace with a huge scale rush. Star, though, with the RMB off the fan coming in. Going to catch another bit of damage there off of a quick RMB. Oh, my goodness. The parry, though, from Pace. Absolutely huge. Star in the outside zone. Going to be forced to pop the ultimate here. The nunchucks coming through, ladies and gentlemen. Star completely on the back foot. Pace, though, trying to come in aggressively yet again. Star just going to go airborne as high as he can. Pace looking for the ult to come through. He's not quite going to find it. Star going to skywalk as best as he can here. The constant swap between ranged and melee so he doesn't get ticked
what comes
here.
Up must come down.
There it is. AIS, though, looking to come in with those nunnies. Pace needs to find this elimination. Oh my goodness, there it is. Pace coming in. The Whisk going to be invested. Pace needs to find it here. Looks for something, anything. The F2 invested. Will it be Pace who finds the elimination? He's so low, the F being forced out by Pace here. Oh my goodness, Pace picks it up on the TE Star. Ladies and gentlemen, that might be it. He still has to win this fight into AIS, though. No, the Dragon's Roar into the zone. Pace on the back foot. Dobby, take it away.
Oh, it's definitely looking a lot more hectic here as Pace actually ends up taking him a little bit towards the airborne section here. As now, he's going to try to take his time here. He does have that gray shield swap, which is going to be really, really unfortunate here. He's going to try to... Oh! The parry coming through from AIS. He's going to send him on the outskirts. Pace ends up taking both eliminations, and he wins, ladies and gentlemen. He clutches the game. He is your bi-weekly 2 champion.
Miracle World 2 ways, and let's congratulate our championship, which is our player, Pace. Congratulations.